and welcome in to the Shackled City, that which slumbers. I'm your humble storyteller tonight, as will be this way for the next, Lord knows how long. It's an amount of time. That's what we know. We've had some interesting and emotional sessions in our recent past, and I'm sure tonight will not be a lack there enough. We'll likely find more. But before we do that, I think it's worth noting, again, that this whole game has been put into power by the courtesy of my patron players. These are some of my biggest supporters, some of my greatest friends, and they sort of, I don't want to say cornered me. It wasn't that. It was really just a kind of a shot in the dark to see if something like this could even kick back off again. And at first I was hesitant, but, well, things were needed, and they made those needs met. So here we are. I'll keep playing this, and the longer I play, the more I realized I missed this world. I missed the NPCs that you guys will come to know, and love or hate, depending on how you feel about them, and how the dice fall. I missed the narrative arcs that we will get to experience together, and there's something about it that will feel very magical and emotional. So if you wish to find yourself into a game, something similar like this, those things can be imagined. They can happen. If you wish to insert yourself into this world, consider supporting on patreon.com/BubTalks. There, if you're at the appropriate level, you can inject an NPC into this world. Those will be coming to life very soon. In fact, I have 6 scheduled meetings this weekend alone to talk about our first invitees into the world. If you're not a patron, it's never too late. I encourage you to do so. Again, it's patreon.com/BubTalks. It would mean a lot to me. It keeps the stream alive, and it keeps the dream alive. The other ways that you guys can impact this world is through subs. Gifting subs on Twitch. I know it seems sort of innocuous. It doesn't necessarily seem like it's the most beneficial, but for every time we hit an integer of 10, my players will get a luck re-roll. As of right now, they haven't even hit the first. It will take 8 more subs, resubs or gifted subs, to come through and make that happen. The luck rerolls can be used for everything but damage. Again, I reiterate, for everything but damage. If you are not supporting at the highest spot on Patreon, you can still impact them with wild magic. That's a thing in the world. Is it going to be hilarious? Not always. Sometimes it will be incredibly detrimental, but it's very much a thing. So consider supporting today. Now, to my players. You have no luck rerolls yet. Give it time. Some things may happen. Let's talk about what happened last time we played. What do you guys remember from episode 6?
We started out in a graveyard, in a island, in a pocket dimension in the middle of a night, on a world with suddenly has 3 moons.
That is true. That's true. You guys did end up in a place. Just for curiosity's sake, as I'm curious, can you name the moons? The names were given.
They were several times.
No.
I think I wrote them down. Luna, Celine, and then the third one was an I.
Correct. It was the Luna, the Celine, and the third of which was an unknown moon, seen only as a watching, vigilant eye.
Though one of the NPCs called it Father.
What's that NPC's name?
Record.
What is Record?
Jackal-headed skeleton child.
The cutest little undead you will ever meet.
With a Krog.
With a Krog. What's a Krog?
It's the Crow Dog doll that we need merch of.
It's a Crow Dog doll that we need merch of. Man, a Krog would be pretty sweet. We just kind of need an artist on this, man. We need someone out there who is interested in arting up either a Record or Reccord's favorite stuffed animal, the Krog. The top half of a crow, the bottom half of a dog or hound. But it's a Krog, stuffed Krog. What did Reccord tell you guys?
Let's see. We shouldn't be there. There is a lonely angel in the mausoleum.
And a door that learns.
That Record only had one job, and it was to keep Record.
Why? Keep a record for what? For who?
For the father.
Father.
For the father.
Father!
For the father. Okay. I know that you asked Record a question, and they said that they were a message of sorts for 3 people. Ivy knows this specifically, even if he spaced it, because it was mentioned specifically.
Those that seek, those that stumble, and I don't remember the third.
What are they to those that stumble? A word of redirection for those that stumble.
And a word of caution for those that seek.
A word of caution for those that seek. And the last was a word of record for the maker. Word of record for the maker. Specifically, Record was interested in most of you. Who wasn't Record interested in?
Aaron.
Record was not a big fan of the missing thumb guy.
Yeah, why? Why do you believe this?
Well,
Because he opened the door.
yeah, he's the one that
let
opened the
us
door.
there.
Yeah, that's a very fair assessment. I believe that. Okay. Yeah, that's good. What else occurred? What else can you recall specifically about this place or Record or anything else you encountered?
It seemed like the scenery was slightly shifted out of hue, like we were like the colors were slowly shifted. It was always night because that's where the moons are always out, so they can watch.
Yes.
And then it was like a giant cliff that was like 200 feet above an endless ocean.
Yes. So far as the eyes could see, the horizon offered no purchase of land whatsoever. It was just still ocean from your vision, but the crashing of waves at the base of the pillar. You all agreed and decided to descend into the depths, into the mausoleum. What do you recall about that place?
A bunch of well, according to our resident blind man, he could see eels with teeth that seem to eat magic.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And it was larger inside than what it looked like outside.
Eels with teeth that eat magic. It was larger on the inside. Got it. Anything else stick out to you?
Well, there was kind of an angel that was suspended on a bunch of meat hooks in the middle of the basement.
Ivy had something too. He's just muted and he doesn't realize it.
So from what you described, that the air within the mausoleum was kind of permeated with kind of a madness.
Yeah, that was a really big point. Most of you even failed that save. What's that about? What do you think that's even about?
I think it's either was permeating from the angel itself.
Okay.
Or it was coming from basically down the grate where we looked. There was an opening to another dimension.
Yeah, that's
or
also
the mouth of a creature of some sort.
or whatever reason, like the place they locked him wanted to keep him mad so he couldn't like
Remember,
focus to
yeah.
escape and remember. Yeah.
Above board, why do you lock up an angel? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just kill an angel?
Oh, I would assume it's very hard to kill an angel. I would think if you kill an angel, then they can just be remade by whoever created them. But
They
more likely, an angel is a soldier or a messenger in most cases.
In most cases, yeah, from what we know.
So if you lock away the messenger, the message doesn't get sent.
They also tend to be things like unending founts of divine energy, so they make great batteries.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
I was gonna say in addition that this angel kept saying that they were, "Are you here to torment me? Are you here to torture me?" So maybe they were trying to get something else from this angel, and that's why they were not killed, but they were stuck here.
Maybe he was just being punished.
It could have just been being punished. What do you think an angel could do to desire that level of punishment?
That was an insane level of punishment.
Yeah, the skin was flayed from the back. They were rended through the muscle, repeatedly tortured in ways that he couldn't even regale you with.
They took his eyes out and put him on other hooks. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And the only way that you were able to free him was at the cost of your own blood. Which you determined via a very small puzzle. An introductory puzzle. Wasn't impossible to discover. You found it out very, very quickly, even if it was by accident. You wanted to free him from the hooks, but upon sight, you realized very, very quickly that the flashing of the hook itself, what was supposed to have pierced the skin, sort of looked like it was like frozen fire. It was unnaturally hooked and barbed into such a manner that would not free itself until you gave it blood. And then it smoothed back over. Needless to say, this place reeked with magic.
Mm-hmm.
How powerful do you have to be, 1, to capture an angel, 2, to permanently torture an angel, and 3, keep open a place like that? Because from what you know, there's not 3 moons on the planet.
No.
We're talking at least, demi-deity level, like a demon lord or a godson or something like that.
I mean, we broke into a prison that was apparently based off what Sora found, made by 2 gods.
What are those 2 gods? What do you believe?
Hextor and
Hextor.
Herodias.
Hextor and Herodias. What are the domains of those gods?
Well, Hieronius is generally considered like the god of the original paladin of law and order and goodness, and Hextor is generally considered the god of tyrants, but they are technically both war deities of some sort.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There is a strange amount of overlap.
They're also supposed to be brothers, so
They are correct. They are believed canonically that they are brothers. So this can be of high level of importance. When you have 2 gods collaborating and their mark and seal is over something that you have invaded, what do you think that means? You think they're just going to hand wave this experience? Yeah, it'll be all right.
I don't know about that
punished.
one.
He was punished for long enough. We'll let
Well,
it go this time.
the angel said that, like, if they wanted to stop you, they could. You're being watched, basically, like, to sum up what he said. He's like, they let you in. They didn't stop you.
Yeah. What did record say? They're there to keep a record for the maker.
Yeah. So if they wanted to, they could have stopped what we were doing, but they didn't.
Yeah, it's probably safe to assume that that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah, instructions were
If they
unclear.
could lock up an angel, they could have just smited us from that thing right away.
Yeah, I mean, once we're in their prison realm, they pretty much have free reign to do what they want over it.
Yeah.
Might be a little different on the mortal plane, but
Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay. Let's talk about what happened in the release of the Planetar. What do you recall from that point?
We discovered that Solsora has a type.
True.
She likes shiny angels. Glittery
The
boys.
angel said that it was gonna take probably weeks to get their power back.
Yeah.
We were like, we can't wait that long. Can we accelerate this? To which the angel responded with, "Do you believe in the gods?" Then told Solsora, because Solsora was the person who originally stepped up to this, to pray to her god and see if her god will answer. And at the cost of Solsora, everybody else will leave.
Do you remember what this angel, what the Planetar said to you?
You take you as far as you can.
No, he'll
You
take
go as
you
far as you're meant to go.
Exactly, yeah. As you're meant to go.
Yeah. You could have wound up anywhere. Anywhere. You weren't unscathed from this experience. When you reawoke, you found yourselves outside of Cauldron in the woods. Everyone thought that Solsora had died. At least for a brief moment. I think even Solsora thought that she was going to die.
Including Solsora, yeah.
What did you find was strange about your continued existence, Solsora? Was there anything weird after you awoke?
My holy symbol is missing.
It is. Your holy symbol is missing.
And when I believe it was Aiden who started talking to Solsora first, but whenever people were talking to Solsora, then she heard the angel like talking to her even outside of the plane that we were on, basically repeating the same phrase of, "I'll carry you as far as you're meant to go."
True. We'll see what that means. But it didn't end there. But wait, there's more.
But wait a minute.
We couldn't stop there. What else happened? We went into our session roundout. How did session 6 end?
Session 6 ended with us quickly re-entering the city. And Aaron, making his way quickly over to the Lord Tercion Skellerang, captain of the city guard. It seemed to be only a week, but still gave himself a week, a 6-day march. It was cutting it a little close for Aaron's liking.
Yeah.
But when I entered the office of Captain Skellerang, he didn't recognize me.
No, not at first.
Not at first. After readjusting his eyes and taking a moment to some back and forth, because, like, what do you mean you don't know me? It was Skellerang, but not the one I knew. It was his son. It was 21 years later.
Correct. He said a few things. What did he have to say to you? 21 years later is a long time, Aaron.
Yeah. He let me know, like, his father, Tercion, never stopped looking for me. Basically, the day after I failed to arrive back, he went straight to find where I was. Uh, and until he passed away many years later, he never stopped. Um, and he was forced to take up the position of guard captain. Uh, I think he also said that even when he himself went looking for me and got lost in the woods, his own father didn't even bother to go find him.
He was lost for a week in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you think Aaron would feel if he were in the shoes of the child of the late guard captain?
Well, if the positions were switched, probably have even as rational as a man can be. I'm sure there's anger or some amount of resentment for choosing someone that isn't even your biological son over yourself, forcing him into a position for so many years for something he didn't really want.
Yeah. And you've known that for a long time.
Yeah. I don't think Aaron originally had a bad relationship. In fact, I think I wouldn't say hang out, but he was respectful to Tercion's son. He's just called Tercion as well, right?
Yeah. He's a junior.
Yeah, Tercion Jr. He kind of knew that, hey, he didn't want the position of guard captain, and Aaron was more than happy to take that off his hands.
Before we go on too much further in the recap, Chet, if you would do me a favor, we had Propaganda Panda out here gifting out 5 patron subs for an amount of time. I'm afraid to click on the link because I don't want to redeem or even claim a redemption, but you can get free Patreon subs. I didn't even know that that was a thing. So do yourself a favor and click on that link. Claim your free sub. Do the thing. Do the thing. It's too easy. Claim your rewards. Just hit the button. That's right. And mail it to me.
Push the button.
Do it. I dare you.
The session ended with one more individual. One greeting.
Yeah. It ended with probably the biggest surprise of the night is Leona, my younger sister, all grown up, now lieutenant, I believe, or just right hand of the guard captain. I believe that's correct.
Correct. Right hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
For what it's worth, it was a pretty emotional end, specifically for Aaron, who was supposed to have been gone a week. 21 years and 1 week is no shortage of time. So I think, unless there's anything that we missed, we dive right into our game. Are we cool with that? Thumbs up. Got it. Then let's set the scene, rein things in, and begin. The road to Cauldron didn't break all at once. Your stories began before Dieter, but crossed with him. You see, it was a simple errand, a milk run, if you will, to the lowlands. But then there was a ravine and a ruined cart, and one bad moment turned into a cascade of panic and stone. Your first lesson came hard. The land doesn't kill you with malice. It kills you with momentum. Then came the coffee farm. Untended, rotting in fast forward, dead or dying cattle in mud, bones being gnawed instead of butchered? Fields crushed and overgrown, a house frozen in mid-panic. And out there in the lowlands, that quiet, that stillness grew teeth. Sickened baboons, driven and wrong. They rushed you like scavengers sent to finish a job. And you kept driving away, following signs that felt older than common sense, a holy mark, a divine boundary, a warning that something larger had rules. Rules. Those are sticky little things. The trail led to a boarded, forgotten stone well. The rope, pitted into ancient masonry like someone once climbed down and never wanted the choice to be easy, you descended in the world, well, it stopped behaving as normal. The threshold became an impossible graveyard, an ocean to the very horizon, 3 moons staring overhead. There you met Record. A whisper that spoke like memory made flesh. And then you drove deeper into the mausoleum. Small on the outside, but endless within. And at its bottom, where a tomb should have been, hung a man, anchored to the ceiling by hooks through the sinew of muscle and tattooed flesh. Alive in the cruelest way, begging through pain and through time. And when you finally returned, sure, Cauldron welcomed you. Like a memory, you know? Streets where they should be, stones where they should stack until, yeah, things just didn't quite feel right. See, here's the thing. Time flowed, but you didn't. So tonight, as you've re-entered Cauldron, you stand in a city that still wears the same shape but beats with a different heart. It carries what you saw beneath the world and the quiet certainty that while you escaped, something came back with you. So our camera focuses now on 4 of the 5 of you. You were gathered just outside of an inn where you dropped multiple children off. A female guard, broad in her stance and gait, ran with trepidation to the guardhouse, asking about Aaron. Someone that clearly knew him, or knows him. I want to know, what do you do now? What's next?
I go to bed.
Perfect.
What'd you say?
I go to bed.
Where?
There's classic word.
We
Just gonna lay down in the street, in the middle of the street, right here.
The inn people are being nice and accommodating.
To the
Thanks
kids.
to my writ. Yeah.
Not to you.
I go back in.
Back in.
By the way.
Hi, Noble here.
We just met, but can I get another room?
Is there any conversation between the 4 of you? You have no idea that 21 years have lapsed. It's been a week.
I mean, Aaron said he would come back for us. So I mean, if we can't stay at this inn, like somewhere in the area, so that he could find us. But like for me and from what I've seen from Solsora, it wouldn't really matter as long as there's an alleyway nearby.
Okay.
Solsora is not picky.
Yeah, neither
Solsora will
is
probably scout
Ronan.
some places while we're walking, to be honest. She'll be looking around trying to figure out where's next.
Will you still wait for Aaron, or do you all break way?
You think if we follow that lady, we can find Aaron?
I mean, it sounded like she was going that way. Go find Aaron?
Did you see where she ran?
Points in the direction I saw her go. Up until I couldn't see her anymore, so not that far.
Fantastic.
Well, I know where the barracks are, where the captain's barracks for the guards are. Would that be where they're going?
That's what he said, so yeah.
Oh, in that case, it's that away, which, is actually the direction kind of I want to head, because half again on beyond the guards barracks is Blue Moon Academy, and I've got to check back in with the professors.
Wait, this is our first completed adventure, guys. Do we get a reward?
Gotta ask the kids sleeping in the bed.
Yeah, I'll get tomorrow.
Well, since Aiden wants to go to the academy anyway, let's start walking that way.
I mean, we could always, bust in and see what's up with Aaron, but
yeah, it's on the way.
Then the agreement is to head to the guardhouse.
Yes.
Not quite as quickly as, certain people running in heavy armor, but we will make our way.
Making our way.
Got it? Was there anything else from Solsora?
No, Solsora's just gonna keep an eye on Carter, because Carter's like the only one that she knows doesn't have like necessarily a place. So she's just gonna keep an eye on him, and just if he needs something, she's gonna help him find it.
Yeah.
Are we walking holding hands? Preschool style?
Oh. It's fine, he'll figure it out.
She gets a rope, makes a leash.
Toddler backpack
Perfect.
leash.
Then our camera's going to turn. Everyone agrees that they're heading to the guardhouse. It recenters in focus just on the guardhouse, just outside. It's like this third-person view as it's staring down. We just witnessed Leona running into the house, or into the guard's quarters. The door kicks open, and there's momentary silence as we see the camera kind of swoop into the guardhouse, peering right. Then just behind an empty desk and down the hall to the left, where we can see her arms wrapped tautly around Aaron. It slowly zooms in behind her. Aaron, she said, "You were just supposed to be gone a week. You idiot. You idiot."
Wrapping my arms tightly around her.
And you take a moment, she releases just enough. It's surprise. She grabs hold of your face on either side, kind of stretching it just to make sure you're not some sort of facade, dream, or vision. She pushes several times very hard into your mouth. She looks to see if all of your teeth are fine. It's you.
It's me.
And you see your sister grown. She's not a child anymore. She's not 8, staring down from your hip, looking up at you like a little sister. She's almost 30. She's taller than you are. She's broader than you are. Her face is weathered by the sun, muscles garnered from many deep afternoons in training. The right hand carries a heavy burden. You remember the work and the effort that the late Tercion Skellering put you through just to earn the position and title of ward and upcoming right hand. If she's no longer a page in training, and she's garnered that, she's a bad mofo. And you can tell when she throws her head just over your shoulder again and she squeezes tightly, you can feel the pressure of the tensity of her tight hug. Arms are long and they pull the air out of your lungs. And she glances back to Tercion and she redresses herself. Captain? He says, it's fine, Leona. It's fine.
Look at you all grown.
That's what happens. That's what happens with time. What happened, Aaron? Why aren't you... You have a very small beard. You're like how I remember you.
Still a young man, Leona.
Captain, he practically hasn't aged a day. I don't know what to say. They're just stuck. It's like stuck in a stare. They're staring at a ghost, Aaron.
Yeah.
And you're staring at a future you never got to know. Time moved in Cauldron. Your time stood still.
Well, there's a lot of explaining to do. But I think there's something a little more important. Do you think you could get medical aid?
Yeah, and then she starts to look over you. Oh, my God, yes. Yeah, yes, of course. We'll seek a physical captain. Is it fine that I take him to a physica? Triage, even the church. It's fine, Leona. Be careful. She turns and she begins to walk, but she grabs onto your wrist to kind of tug you along.
I'll let her pull me.
As you start to move back down the hallway with quickened pace, you hear the voice from the captain. Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Do not disappear again.
I wish I could promise you that. But as I've learned in the last week for me, there are many things beyond men that make you make decisions, make you break promises.
You hear your sister over your shoulder. She says, Terce, lighten up. You get a nod. And he reaches into his desk and he pulls out a small water skin. You disappear from sight.
Before I leave, I'll probably mention that the people I was with when I left on this quick journey might be coming to find me.
You just get a nod. That's it. Just a quaint nod. You can tell that there's tension there.
Mm-hmm.
He never says anything, but you can feel it. But your sister continues to move. She picks up pace again, jarring your body forward, dragging you from this place. You may be a few more pounds than her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not small. Not by any means. And she's not much taller than you, admittedly. How tall are you again?
I think it's 6'3".
Oh, then she is shorter than you.
Okay.
She's about 6 foot flat. Which is tall. It's considerably taller than most other average women.
Yeah, for sure.
As you exit the building, you can see just down the street a small band of miscreants walking, dragging themselves forward, being led by a one Aiden. A man who has a bit more dark color in his beard these days, a slight pep in his step. And as their silhouette continues to grow in strength, weaken per se, but grow in strength and clarity, you see it's your allies. Leona doesn't stop. She continues to move.
One moment, Leona.
You're bleeding. Look at you. Why do we have to wait a moment?
That is my party. I need to speak to them shortly.
Of course. Of course. What do I care?
I'm sorry, Leona.
Oh, come on. She walks alongside you.
All right. And I'll walk up with her to the rest of you.
And Carter, should you ever want a good meat pie, that shop right there, that one serves the best meat pies. But don't go on Tuesdays because I don't know what meat they use on Tuesdays, but it just doesn't taste just right. But
Why do you
other
need a
than
meat
that,
pie?
oh wait, that's right, you don't like food, huh? And here I was trying to tell you the places I can give you get a student discount. I mean, I figure, you like learning stuff. Maybe I could get you enrolled in the university as well. You could learn all sorts of things.
You begin to
That's
see
so
Aaron
nice.
trudge forward. He is walking with the same female guard that you encountered not but a few moments ago. Minutes at this point.
Oh, hey, look, there he is. There's Aaron with his new girlfriend.
Hey, she found him.
She looks to you, Aaron. Excuse me?
No, only for a week, Leona. They didn't even know you existed.
It's very cheeky of him.
Very cheeky indeed. They will answer for it later.
Noted.
Answer to who?
Well, a few people. A lot more has been taken from us than we originally intended on this journey. And as I am in not great shape, and my sister here is very urgent to get me the medical care I need, and I would ask that you all do the same, but I would very much recommend that you all go see Captain Tercion before proceeding any further. He will need an account from all of you.
We're not going to have to pay any of those fines you kept trying to write us tickets for, are you?
Actually, we
crimes-
need to take a gold piece back from him to give to the captain.
What crimes did they commit exactly, Aaron? I can write this here.
Well, seeing the ticket's outdated by 21 years, I don't know if it's still good, but one gold piece for...
It's true, the statute of
Bing.
limitations is only so far.
And that one, and I'll point at Rowan, was fined one gold piece for dumping an animal corpse outside of city grounds.
Yeah, I paid that.
That you did. Unfortunately, statute of limitations is long gone, so Aaron will pull out and flick over a gold piece.
She'll catch it and hold on to that.
I think he's earned that by losing his thumb.
The statute of limitations is far gone, Aaron.
Why is it gone?
We're only gone a week.
Based on his account, you've been gone quite a bit longer than 1 week's time. And the fact that Aaron has been missing for the last 21 years. You'll have a lot of corroboration in your story, hopefully.
21 years? Are you saying it's been 21 years since we left?
I'm saying it's been 21 years since I've seen my baby brother now. I guess he's still my older brother, but it's just good to have him back.
Is 21 years a long time?
Quite long, Carter.
21 years, Carter is older than Aaron is.
You certainly chose a very interesting series of people to travel with. She's leaning into you at this point, Aaron. Perhaps we should move along.
All right. Tercian is expecting all of you. And I'll head off with Leona.
I would say it's a pleasure, but it's not yet.
Well,
Yeah,
Aaron,
it can be.
I certainly wouldn't want you to write me another ticket. So I guess we go see this Captain Skellering.
All right, we're going now. It's right there. Aaron, come along. Don't make me drag you.
I bet you could now. God, look how grown you are.
An exasperated sigh falls from her mouth as well. She grabs you by the wrist and begins pulling you back in the direction of the church.
Bye. Have a good night.
Give him
very
two thumbs up.
a very determined woman, that sister of his.
I didn't even know he had a sister. Good for him.
So what is the plan then for the rest of you?
Well, we'll go talk to the captain, like you said.
Aaron told him to expect us. We'll go talk to him so he can expect us.
Is there any more conversation between the four of you, especially given the amount of time that has passed, or what it might mean to speak to the guard captain?
Not from Carter.
It doesn't really change much for Rowan. It's like this is his first, he hasn't even been in the city a full day yet, period. So everything's new. And while I might not agree with everything Aaron does, he did cut off his damn thumb to try and help everybody.
He did.
So the least I could do is go talk to this captain.
Reserve pit.
Well, I guess I'm going to go see the captain right away, guys. I mean, if what he says is true and it's been 21 years, well, I'm going to need the guards. I'm going to need some cooperation, or the university's not going to give me a refund for last year's tuition.
Well, it's nighttime, right? The university might not even be open now to let you in.
Well, I've still got my key to the dorm.
Okay. We're all sleeping in Aiden's room at the dorm.
We all go together. We can corroborate each other's story, and it probably will look better for all of us in that regard.
He's going to want to see us all anyway, yes.
Well,
Flora's probably trying to think of who the new guard captain is now that it's been 21 years. Flora's the only one of the four of us who actually has been in Cauldron that level of long. Probably just thinking about it while she walks.
I did say Tercian. So
well,
yes,
they're both named Tercian. Aiden's expecting the same guy, just with more gray in his hair and a couple more creases on his face.
A minute. We're heading over there.
Okay.
We're going.
You find your way into the guard house. You can tell it's rather dark. There is only a small dimly lit room at the end. You can get the general sense that there is someone that's sort of tucked away into the small stone room. Surprising, there's not really a lot of thoroughfare through here. You would expect there to be quite a few more guards, but it is late, admittedly. Perhaps they're in walking shift right now, in current active duty. You're not really certain of the course of action that has occurred, but there is at least one person here. You believe it to be Captain Skellering. When you step inside of the building, do you call out? Do you knock? What does this look like?
If there isn't an alarm bell or an alert system that's posted, Aiden will give a couple knocks on the desk front.
You knock a few times. You can sense general movement from the rear room before you can see the silhouette darken the door of a broader man with a fairly firm build. You can see that he is still in... he's not brandishing a weapon, but you can tell when he moves. As his body sort of bobs, you can hear the tapping of a scabbard on the wall. Man enters into the primary room. Give me perception, please.
Holy shit, Batman!
Okay. Aiden, you are the only person that picks up on this. It's not very strong, but you are not unfamiliar. Given your history, given your experience, your mother owned a tavern of sorts. And in those moments, you've not ever had to kick men out. Your brothers were better at that. They were just bigger, broader boys. They could do that when people got a little rowdy. Having half-orc brothers makes them a bit more capable. So you relied upon them to do that, but you were not unfamiliar with the smell of alcohol and spirits. And this individual has the smell of spirits. As he enters into the room, he says, "State your name and business in my guardhouse."
Aaron said we should meet with you. We were part of his. We were his party that he disappeared with.
Right. Right. I'd like your names, please.
Aaron Echidna, 5th year student, Blue Moon Academy.
Student of Blue Moon. And the others?
Solsora Steelheart.
There's at least 2 more.
Rowan Ashenholt. And that's Carter.
Carter. Yeah, just Carter.
All right. Just Carter.
He has amnesia. He was given that name.
Malady of sorts. I understand. Please, I'd like for you to step into the recorders, my office of sorts. Forgive me if I seem not well put together. I've just seen a ghost.
Oh,
We are
well,
apparently also ghosts.
yeah, if Aaron is to be believed, it has been 21 years since we departed on our little journey.
Right, well, come inside. Take a seat. I need to be proactive about this. Taking notes, of course. You'll understand. And he sits down behind his desk. He kind of maneuvers the scabbard of the blade in a way that it doesn't quite poke into the ground when he's sitting down. It sort of lies parallel with his thigh, so it's kind of jutting out backward. And he pulls forth an inkwell and quill. And he starts to jot down some notes. It dictates again with the day and the year. And as you kind of like peer over the top, he does in fact write 21 years later. He doesn't write those words, but it's to the date, 21 years and 1 week from the point that you left the city. That may only mean something to Aiden,
Solsora probably as well.
but you have that information. Right. You, remind me again, as I will be able to corroborate these details with Aaron when he returns. Where did you go and why?
Well, Aiden will start to relay the tale, and he'll start out with, there was a teen farmer that had come to the city requesting aid. It said there was a calamity at his farm. Brought a butchered carcass of one of the cattle as showing what was going on, and we, for various reasons, decided to help this young gentleman, and that meant a trip of some 3 days to get to their family farm and investigate.
And did you catch a name of this boy and his family?
That's deer.
The farm was Cauldron Lake Farms. I don't recall his family name.
Cauldron Lake Farms. That was the coffee farm outside of
Yes.
Cauldron a few days.
Yes.
Right. Right, I'm familiar with the family. They disappeared. There was a fire. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we were there the night of the fire.
And do you care to explain how the fire began?
Weird
This
vines
is-
slapped the fire out of our hands and it caught the house.
This is going to sound very wild and unbelievable, but all right, here goes. During the trip there, we encountered a pack, if you will, a gang of warped and twisted baboon type creatures that seem to carry some sort of demonic taint. They also seem to be present in the fields and forests around the farm. The farm, when we got there, there seemed to be a lot of strange, corrupting presences. There seemed to be things were deteriorating at a more rapid rate. There was a strange brownish blight upon all the plant life, and there is also the giant gorilla type monster that we saw. There was a hidden altar. There was
Please stop for a moment. Is there, aside from yourselves, is there anyone that can verify? Do you have anyone to back up or endorse or confirm these?
Besides Aaron.
Well,
these
we've
wild
got
accusations.
Well, we
Besides
left.
Aaron,
Yeah, we left the children of the family at the inn that Aaron helped us secure before he came to see you. The same teenage boy and his younger siblings.
He lies the quill down for a minute. He goes, I hate to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I cannot immediately just bite down on the fact that is Aaron. It's been 21 years. He has not aged a day. A day. You certainly have to understand why this would be hard to swallow.
Of course, and you don't know any of us.
I don't.
So, yes.
And yeah, even as I was relaying the details to you, I can't believe half to 3/4 of the things coming out of my mouth. So I do not blame you in one way, shape, or form whatsoever. But all I can say is I'll whatever truth teller you want to bring in, I will submit to their spells and I will relay the same information.
What caused this fire? Let's wind that back for a moment. This is an unresolved case.
So you see, there was this root cellar that obviously was full of roots, but the roots had fiendish magic in them, and when we held a fire over them to see if it would react, it didn't like it, so it slapped the fire to the side of the room and caught the room on fire.
He begins sizing the rest of you up, looking for any indication that there is a lie being told. People have tells, right? They have these markers that indicate when they're trying to pull a fast one. And all he really sees is 4 people that have been beaten up.
I'm confused.
Carter doesn't even know how to lie.
This is... You're right. I'm going to need to find a seer. Someone that can test the validity of your statements. Or someone of the clergy that can put you in a ring of truth.
Ooh, the clergy sounds nice. I was trying to find them when I first got here, apparently 21 years ago.
None of us have any plans to leave Cauldron. So,
You arrived here 21 years ago.
Well, you said it's been 21
Yes.
years.
So the day that you arrived, Aaron went missing.
Yeah. I just got here and one of the guards gave me this letter.
Do you present to him the letter?
Yeah, I'll give him the letter.
He takes the letter and he begins to look it over. He sets it down and then his eyes are caught. Let's see.
$23 again. Jeez.
A good little random number generator.
Good, please get all your good rolls on now.
He begins to turn the paper to the side to look at the wax seal. And he asks you, whom gave this to you?
The guard at the front gate when I was getting in the city.
Do you understand what this paperwork, this document, what it means?
So Sora said that it means I'm a noble.
If I were to find the guard who gave this to you, could you point them out?
Yeah.
This is a forgery. A very good forgery, admittedly. But this is false. This wax seal predates even 21 years ago and is not real. Do you realize what it means to pretend to be a noble and exact nobility inside of Cauldron and the crime?
Nope.
So you have amnesia and a right of nobility. Have you used this anywhere?
Showed it to the people at the inn so we could get a spot for the kids.
And where are you staying?
In so-and-so, because it wasn't named.
It'd be the one by the west gate. You guys would know that.
If they have rooms for us, we didn't even ask. They shoot us out.
Right. Very well. I'll waive your cost and pay it for the children's sake, if they are whom you say they are. And the rest of you, what is your story? How did you come to find yourselves in the city? With an exception to you, because you said you're at Blue Water. Rowan, you said your name was Rowan, right? Mr. Ashenholt?
Yes.
How did you
Yes.
find yourself in the city?
I was walking here to come looking for work, and I met the boy from the farm along the road and helped him push the cart into the city.
The same day that Aaron disappeared as well?
Yes, the day that your father sent him on this mission.
And
Well,
what
the
was your
previous guard
motivation
captain.
for assisting Aaron in this?
Because it seemed like the boy was not going to get any assistance from the guards.
And Carter, your reason for helping the boy?
He's a farmer.
I fail to draw the correlation here.
Farmers use the sun, and I am a devotee of Palor. Therefore, it just made sense to help him.
Clerical duty. And Miss Steelheart, Your reason, are you a bleeding heart as well?
I have been in Cauldron longer than one day before Aaron disappeared. Been here for multiple years at this. It was a mixture of clerical duty and the lack of other help he was going to get otherwise.
Very well. Where did you stay?
A lot of places.
Did you have a certified employer? I'll take that as a no.
Oh.
Can you tell me what jobs you worked?
The number of jobs I didn't work would be a shorter list.
Very well.
Of everything.
All right. And Aiden, he sits back at his chair. Can you tell me why you afforded yourself, despite your position at the academy and its lucrative nature, to stay continued in tutelage, why you afforded yourself an opportunity to step away from your tutelage to assist a farm boy? Do you happen to like the sun as well?
Well, I personally have no issue with the sun since it's actually, up in the sky just like the stars. But there are two reasons why I felt compelled to help this boy. I mean, there is the altruistic reason. I've got a family. I've got younger siblings myself. Hey, wait a minute. If it's been 21 years, are they young? Then anyway, I know what it is to try and need to help family, and there is not a lot of help around sometimes. That was the altruistic side. The other side, though, is magic. There was a mystical calling that drew me to the scene, and I have a tendency to try. I've lately been trying to follow them, as it seems to have led me to places like Cauldron and the university. So I thought this was also a unique opportunity to investigate.
If I walk into the inn right now, will the children confirm what you're telling me?
Most of them were asleep.
Convenient.
Dieter, the oldest, was the one who came to the city and the only one who was mainly conscious while we were there. The others were seemed to be victims of the malaise that was covering the farm that I was telling you about.
Is there anything in your story that you can prove?
Well, I can show you the baboon bite mark that's still sitting on my leg.
That proves nothing.
Can we get in contact with that angel?
Do you think people can readily contact angels, Carter?
I don't know. I mean, we found one.
As far as other than the kids, no, I don't know if there is any way that we can prove it to you here in this office at this point in time without you all going and verifying that what we told you about the farm was correct.
It's been 21 years since the fire. What do you think it's going to verify?
Honestly, not a damn thing.
Right. You realize my position here. My basically brother just stumbled in after being gone for 21 years, with 4 complete strangers, 2 of which stumbled into town the same day that he disappeared. Now I understand that magic works beyond normal means, but forgive me for saying this, but none of you look very magical. You look rather tawdry and beaten. If something or someone kidnapped you and tucked you away in a space that could do this, then I would like to know. But based on what you're saying, none of you are surprised at the fact that Aaron looks the same. Meaning you all looked this way 21 years ago as well.
Well, no, time was getting a little weird around the farm at one point. Aiden aged backwards. Aaron grew a bit of a beard. I think Rowan looked slightly aged, but like not really. So Sora wears a helmet all the time, so I wouldn't know. And they said nothing happened to me. I can't see myself.
Are you sure that he's just not mentally ill?
I would love to disagree with him, but what he's stating is what happened. There was weird goings on at the farm beyond my understanding.
Then what happened to the parents of the children, the owners of the farm?
The mother had already passed when we got there, and the father passed in the fire.
And where did you go following the fire that you definitely did and did not start?
To the well, the remnants of the well on the farm. And that's where all the crazy magic stuff was.
So then there's no denying that you started the fire.
You said did or did not start.
You also didn't argue it. Innocent people would attempt to argue that they did not.
Innocent people have nothing to prove. They're
Very
innocent.
well. Carter, since it's already been declared that you cannot lie, who started the fire?
Well, I went into the room and there was already a fire on a stick.
It was just floating in the room.
No, like I said, Aiden was trying to test if the roots in the root cellar would react. And then the root whacked the fire to the side of the room.
He leans a little harder in his chair. You needed to see if a tree would burn?
Oh, it didn't burn.
And you're at Blue Water.
If I relayed to you that earlier this same type of root system exhibited signs of necromantic, abduction of life force, and we weren't quite sure what or how it would react to various substances, and we were trying to find ways to get rid of it since it seemed to be the cause of the malady, would that make more sense?
You can't prove anything other than you started the fire.
Honestly, sir, if you wanted to be pedantic about it, you can't prove we started the fire either without us saying so.
Very well. Then I'll ask Aaron when I see him next. Because Aaron has an oath. And if he is the Aaron, the one that I grew up with, the one that left his baby sister here, he won't lie. I have to ask these accusations and levy them against any targets that wish to try to collect recompense. If there is anyone still standing that exists of the bloodline of those of the farm, they're entitled. At least to claim peace of mind from the death of their father.
What's recompense?
It is a return payment. The loss of the farm came at a great cost.
Yeah, I guess I go to Dieter.
I would like to talk to him, yes. But I think it is a bit late for this point. For the sake of your camaraderie with my brother, I would offer each of you a long drag. And he produces what looks like a sheep's bladder. In this case, it's like a drinking bag. It's very large. And you can see the rim stains of alcohol. He pulls it from his desk. I know this seems like an interrogation, but it's the nature of my position. You have my gratitude. You do. But this complicates things. It makes things harder. We already lived the loss of Aaron once. If he disappears again, it might break Leona.
Understandable. And Rowan will take a sip from it. Just a little one, because he doesn't drink, but
Sure.
it was offered
Yeah.
in good faith. Hand it to Aiden, because Aiden's the one with the freaking alcohol, 20-gallon alcohol bag.
It was only one.
Nobody carries 1 gallon of alcohol on them, unless they're a dwarf. Hands it to Aiden.
Aiden will take a sniff, just a quick, bartender sniff to determine what it was, and then take a sip.
Yeah, it's do you remember the fruit that was in the wagon?
Fire plums?
It's fire plum cider.
Fancy.
Fire plum cider. Back to square one all over again. Okay, thank you. And he'll take a second small sip and hand it off to Salsora.
Sora will take a small sip and
She
good
lifts the
faith,
coif.
barely, mind you.
Just
Sion does not seem very happy with us, and so Sora is gonna keep it that way and be quiet. Pass it to Carter.
Aiden may have smirked a slight bit when he handed it to Salsora.
When Carter gets it, he's like examining it. What kind of water is this?
strong water.
Nice. And he'll take a big swig of it.
Nice. You take a big swig of this. You kind of have to like it's a pressure bag. So you kind of put the straw into the mouth, and then you pressure bag squeeze the end, and it sort of evacuates it into your mouth. You get a long draw of this, and it's very sweet at first, but it quickly hits like this bitter point in the back of your throat and leaves this almost it's like the strong spirit aftertaste. They haven't quite refined it out of the drink yet. It's nice, leading into bitter, leading into a tiny bit of burning.
I don't know if Carter even knows what it would taste like.
It's a Cauldron version of Fireball.
A bit, I think it's a bit sweeter than Fireball, a little less cinnamony, for sure. How does Carter respond to that?
I think it's Paylor, but inside though, burning it.
It's like Paylor's in my mouth.
Take that out of context, chat.
That needs to be clipped.
This is strong water.
It takes the edge off. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot to think about and plenty more to pontificate on. Feel free to stay at the lodgings as provided by your writ that you no longer have. I'll be keeping that. This will also be investigated. If it was 21 years, I'll have to find the exact day. I remember when he went missing. Do you remember which gate you stepped from?
Carter would. I, as the player, do not remember where I came from.
It was East Merchant's Gate.
I came through the East Merchant's Gate.
I'll scour the records, see what I can find. Rest, find ease, and I would recommend cleaning yourselves. Well, go on.
Okay. And I hand him back his
Sora will not
letter.
take a second, stop, and just leave.
As you turn, he's also taking a long draw from the basically the wine bag, and he puts it back in his desk. And he does. He picks up the pen and starts scribbling, jotting down notes. Is trying to remember everything that was said, despite how miraculous it sounded. It was a fantastic story.
That was only half.
And that was only half of it. Your takeaway from this is that he doubts every aspect of your story. None of it felt real to him. He can't explain so many things, and he's hoping that Aaron can tie some stuff together.
Any normal person would feel like this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So,
Even us probably explaining it sounds weird.
I was gonna say Aiden lived through it and he doesn't believe a word of it.
You mean this isn't what we do on Tuesdays?
Thursdays.
Our camera turns. It will find two people. It quickly zooms down on top of them and focuses over the hand of Leona, grabbing firm but not tight upon the wrist of Aaron. She's sort of exhibiting a little bit of pressure here to sort of tourniquet the area, stem off some of the flow of blood. You can feel that it's begun to tingle a little bit. It's not going to stop it entirely, but her concern is not without notion. She's very concerned for you. She quickly makes her way to a church, which there are a few clerics inside. She kind of lets you stop at the door. She steps up and quickly talks to someone who recognizes her. There is the note that she is the right hand, the lieutenant that's operating for the guard. And they look back to you, and then they look to her in confusion, and then look back to you, and there's a slow nod before a few of the clergy step up to you. They ask to see your wound, and they want to administer healing, but they need to kind of clear the bandage away from the wound, whatever you've used to kind of bind it off. It's not a great feeling. As they begin to unwind this, it gets down to the last spot where it starts to kind of strip away that final layer of the material, and it's a weave, right? The scab has sort of adhesed itself to the bandage. So when they kind of pull a little bit, it sends that wave of pain down the length of your arm. You get that the hissing sound of, oh, don't like that. Your eyes kind of go wide. And they realize that some time has passed. It's not just been like a 10-minute wound. This is something that's scabbed over in several spots, and it's sort of self-adhesed courtesy of the coagulation process. And the person looking at you, the clergy, is probably early 20s. He looks to you, bites his bottom lip. This isn't going to feel very good. I would recommend gritting your teeth.
Go ahead.
Very well. Then would a count suffice?
It's up to you.
Right. And then he tears it off immediately. And you feel the wound open right back up. It immediately lets the cool wind press into that wound, and it just seethes. It cries out in pain. But they quickly drop their hand over the top of the wound, and you can see that it looks like it's starting to they've made water over the top of it. They're trying to clean the wound, but they're using spells. You see light bits of traces of divinity sort of begin to pour out in this, it's a faint light at first. As it begins to grow in enormity, more water begins to pour, and it does burn, but they bring over a few bits of unguents and salves, and they start to wipe over the top of it a few times. And then they hit you with a cure light spell. Heal 8.
Cool.
And they bind your wound up slowly, tediously, very, very carefully. It's expertly done. You don't gain use and utility of a limb that isn't there. There is no digit for use. But the phantom pain doesn't stop. It continues to drive on. Your desire to flex the muscle that controls that part of your hand is there, and you just are sort of stuck waving the hand around with nothing. Leona looks to you. Is it better?
It will get better. The magic certainly helps.
Why don't you come home for the night?
That would be wonderful.
There's a lot to catch up on, but I think that a rest is needed. Yes, a rest is needed. And she begins to walk. She's no longer pulling you. Like, the point of concern has been handled. She feels satiated with a desire to mend you. There's no fixing this. She doesn't have the capability of wishing your thumb back. You catch her all the way back to where you stayed previously. It's like she's trying to repaint the image of you in her head. You see her hand a few times. Try to touch her own head, and then she looks over to you. Her lips disappear as she realizes that she's doing this sort of out loud, right? Is there anything you say to her on the way back to the house?
I think probably walk in silence for a bit, but then Aaron will kind of I'm proud of you.
It's strange hearing that from you. You don't even know what you're proud of me for. You're proud of me for getting older.
Left hand of the captain.
Huh. Somebody had to do it, and you aren't here.
Something true for both you and Teresian.
Look, don't be angry with him.
I'm not angry with him. If anything, I pity him.
Don't do that either. You'll only make it worse. There's a pause. She licks her lips a few times, trying to find the right words. Losing you was hard, Aaron. For a lot of reasons, it was hard. And I never got closure on the things. Because I didn't have a big brother to take me to do the things that needed to be done. And Teresian Sr., he was so preoccupied with trying to find you. You just don't understand. You don't know.
You're right, I don't. I don't know.
It was bad, Aaron. There was no one to stop issues arising. Crime was growing nightly, and Teresian was found several times wandering outside the walls, trying to find you, and if he wasn't outside of the walls, he was in the bottom of a bottle. And that hurt Terse. And he may never tell you how bad it hurt him. But I can oftentimes find him at the bottom of a bottle. Because he has no one to talk to about it. And talk about opening a wound. I will admit, brother, it's bittersweet. Not that I would ever want you to stay gone, but if you disappear again, I swear I will find you and kick your ass myself.
It's what I would expect. Though, I don't planning on disappearing anytime soon. Promise I'll... Oh, can't say that.
Don't make a promise you can't keep.
I won't, but I'll try to stick around until you've had your fill of me.
Tercion is different than his dad. He's a good captain. He rose to heights that he never knew he had to. He had something to prove, Aaron. We had something to prove, Aaron. Tercion's mom couldn't do it alone. He spent all of the resources trying to find you, and what he didn't spend on finding you, he spent buying alcohol and cheap thrills. He'll never say it out loud, but he knows what you meant to his father. Because Guard Captain Tercion Skellerang always wanted a son to take his spot.
He did, didn't he? It's what I was bred for. It's what we trained for. I spent 19 years of my life basically leading up to becoming his right-hand man and then eventually replacing him, and in an effort to fill a crack in the system, help a poor farmer boy from going off on his own back to the wilderness where he surely would have died because city just won't send guards after a wild goose chase of a tall tale from some coffee farm. Tercion and me, Silent, agreed it'd be best if I took a week off and helped him, not as a guard, but as Aaron.
You realize that you're beginning to arrive on a familiar street. Things look surprisingly the same. There is a downed tree in an area, or that was downed 21 years ago. Since been removed, but the stump still remains. Place that has a variety of things sort of gathered around it. What looks like cornhusk dolls, sharpened and angular rocks that are stuck into the stump. You can tell kids have played here. You remember the week that the tree went down. You had to chase a few kids off yourself. It's going to be a long day. Very hard day in training under the one Tercion Skellerang, but none of the adults had made it to clean it up yet. They could have gotten hurt. You see the eaves and the awnings to protect from the midday sun as it hangs loomingly over Cauldron. Some of them patchwork. And you find the home. It's modest. It's convenient. It doesn't stand out. You didn't have a lot. You had to share quarters with Tercion Skellerang, the boy. Even if he was younger, he was still older than your sister by just a handful of years. But now the house is cold. Now the house is dark. She steps inside. And it's familiar. The furniture remains the same. The etchings of family paintings left on the wall. You can still see one that was taken just last year in your memory. It was just scratched in last year. But that was 22 years ago. When she sees you looking at it, she looks at it too, and And for a moment, she smiles. It's amazing how much can change after 22 years. Come on, come this way. And she takes you back to the room. The cot has been turned over, and it doesn't exactly have much in the way of a mattress of sorts, a bed of feathers. But she cobbles enough blankets together to lie down. I have to finish with my trainee. I hope to God he didn't let any other unsavory types into the city. Rest. Promise me that you're going to rest.
I will rest, Leona, and hopefully when I wake up, you'll be right there.
Right. Right. And do you know where your friends will be staying?
I imagine they will stay in the inn closest to the west gate.
Right, where I saw them. Right. They told me that you were here. Do you need me to come get you tomorrow, or do you remember your way around?
Oh, if the streets are still the same, I think I'll be just fine.
Well, I will be left on a very late leave, admittedly, but my time in day tour is not set for tomorrow. There is a tavern that I like to go to in our off hours. If you would gather yours, it would just be nice to catch up. And to hear from them. If you've been stuck with them for the last 21 years, they are sure to have some stories about you, some things that might be, I don't know, good to hear.
Wasn't 21 years for us.
Right. Fine. Come to the tip tanker tomorrow. I'll be there after my shift ends.
Who knew we'd have the same favorite drinking spot?
I just like the breakfast.
They do have a good breakfast.
They do. She puts her hand on your face, and she kind of like taps it a few times. Rest. Seriously, rest. Don't make me choke you out here.
And Aaron will reach up and kind of pat her head, kind of like he did 21 years ago.
When you do, you immediately see the bottom lip retract in, and her face sort of goes red, but her eyes well immediately.
I have a lot to make up for.
She shakes her head, still while that bottom lip has disappeared, and then she quickly turns, and you hear her, she's stepping out of the house, just... She starts clearing her throat.
Better not show that weakness in front of the trainee.
As the door starts to shut, shut up!
And Aaron will slowly remove his armor from his worn and battered joints, probably wincing a little bit as his basically armor comes off around his injured hand, and eventually lays down and probably falls asleep pretty quickly.
Fine. That's perfect. Then our camera focuses again upon the others.
And guys, I know what the guard captain said, and I realize it's been like 7 days, but it's been 21 years. Well, anyway, I know 21 years ago there was this great bathhouse, all right, and it was just decadent to get a good bath there. I wonder if it's still open, but then again, I've also got to stop by the church. I got to get my leg looked at.
That was not there 21 years ago. You metagaming bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
You bitch.
I don't need a bathhouse. I just need a bucket of clean water.
Perfect. Do you go back to the inn? Do you find yourselves the beds that you desire, or at least a space for you to rest upon? Or do you find an alley, something convenient, something comfortable, and something that you're used to?
Sora will make sure Carter has an inn
Yeah, I
room.
mean, I'm also worried about the kids. So I go back to the inn and see if they had room for us, because they made it seem like we really weren't welcome outside the kids. So, and if they didn't, then we'd go from there.
They will turn you guys away.
Then I'd probably just find some alley or something near the inn.
Sure, you'll find
I
that
don't need much.
that the alley it's not an isolated experience. There are a variety of vagrants that are tucked in certain ways, that they have a few varied belongings, some backpacks, things like that have afforded them a place to kind of like rest their head. Many of them, you can tell in their laps, they have blades of some kind, metal, what looks like not quite a pipe, but like a bar that they're using as some sort of like bludgeoning instrument, just in case things go a little haywire. It's a very different kind of story. Poverty is very much a real thing, and crime was on the rise, as last dictated. But you'll find a spot. How about Sosora?
Sora will probably like point to a particular spot in the alley and be like, you don't want to stay over here by these guys, go over there. And she'll probably find an alley, like a spot nearby him. But she wants Carter to make sure he's got a room. So if there's no room here at this inn, she'll help Carter find something else.
Well,
Yeah.
if there's no room in the inn, and he'll turn to like the innkeeper. Do you mind if I can lay down right there? And he just points to the side of like the door, like on the ground.
Oh, they'll tell you that there are rooms, but they are only legally agreed upon to give you one room at a stipend of nobility rate, so free, and the other rooms you'll have to pay for.
Oh, I thought there was just no rooms, period.
No, it's not that there's no rooms. It's just that they're not going to just give you guys another room just for the funsies.
Then
Didn't Captain
Rowan-
Skellering say he was going to help us with room cost?
no. He
Don't.
said for the kids.
He's gonna pay the inn back for the
Yeah.
fact that this
Right.
letter's not
Yeah.
correct.
Well, then, yeah, can I just have that ground right there?
Rowan would pay for rooms for the four of us.
Okay.
If they have 4 rooms.
It's room and breakfast. It's 3
Yeah.
silver a night per person. Because are you doing 2 rooms, 4 rooms? What are you doing?
4 rooms.
4 rooms? Yeah, it's 3 silver.
So that's 1 gold and 2 silver.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is there a bath included?
Yeah, they'll bring by it's not hot water per se, but they'll provide a small bar, very small bar of soap. Think like just like a thumb of soap, alongside a small linen cloth and like a washing basin with some water. If you're satisfied with that, they are too.
Yep.
Perfect.
You'll hear them say, like, I'm glad there wasn't another, because that's all of the rooms. Then you sleep. Okay, chat. We're going to take a small break. We're going to take a 2 to 5 minute break. When we come back, we get to see what their tomorrow looks like. We've gone through some of the hard roleplay, some of the exposition of their return. Let's see what tomorrow brings. We'll see you in a minute, my friends. Back. Morning comes quickly for each of you. For the 4 of you staying at the tavern, you are greeted with a knock at the door, the promise of bath, and an early meal. You say, it's not going to be fancy, but it's enough. They walk on. You hear it again. At each passing door, it grows quieter and quieter with each passing door. I'm assuming that you collect your wash basin and sort of clean yourselves up, make yourselves a bit more presentable.
Yes, Aiden will quickly move through his morning ablutions and head down to the common room. He's not anticipating breakfast right that second. Instead, he is going to be pulling out a piece of parchment and a quill, and he is then going to do some major skull sweat because he realizes he has to write his family to let them know that, hey, he is still alive.
What about everybody else?
After Rowan washes himself, he's going to go check on the kids. See if they're awake.
The kids are slowly rising. Dieter is the first, and his movement is at a glacial pace.
He's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, Dieter is so far worse for wear. With each movement, he grunts. He whimpers. And as the smaller siblings wake and rise, they're moving with excitement. Dieter's back. Dieter's back. Where are we? Where's Dad? Why aren't we home? What's happened? And you can see the distressed nature in his eyes. Do you say anything?
Oh, did they even open the door to me? That's the...
Oh, they will. They will.
Okay. I wouldn't say anything. I'd wait and see if there's anything, and then if you guys are hungry, there's breakfast downstairs shortly, and then we have to take your brother to the church to see about getting him some healing.
One of the twins asks, "Who are you?"
Somebody that tried to help your brother fix the farm. My name's Rowan.
He looks back, and Dieter just gives up. Where's Dad? You know where my dad is?
I don't know.
Dieter, where is Dad? This is not now. Not now. Go eat. Let me rest. The other twin says, "Never turn down free food."
If the food's ready downstairs, one of you twins bring something back for your brother.
We will. Do you march with them? Do you guide them? Or do you just kind of like let them roam?
I'd probably ask Dieter that. Do you want me to stay with your siblings?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you need me? Do you want me to bring you down?
Just let me rest.
Okay. Then I would close the door and go down with the kids.
They're not rambunctious. They're pretty well behaved, all things considered.
They're just kids. Yeah.
They are very grabby at any food that is offered. The moment it kind of reaches the top of the counter, their hands also clamber up to grab onto it. They take bread, they take fruit, any sort of dried meats of any age, anything they can get their hands on. And they are devouring it. You don't even think they're breathing. They act famished. They act like they've not even seen
They haven't
food.
eaten in 21 years.
Yeah. So Sora, Carter, I have to know what things look like for you. The rapping at your door comes loudly. What next?
Carter will bathe, do his best to clean up his armor, redon it, and then he will probably just say hi to like anyone he recognizes as he heads out the door to like try and get a view of the sun. Won't spend as much time as
They're
he...
going to feed himself. Synthesize.
Yeah, he's gotta go photosynthesize. He probably won't spend as much time as he usually does with this because he'll go back inside and just try and find the rest of the group after he's at least just taken some time to make sure that he gets some of the sun's rays on him.
Some vitamin D.
Just enough, which makes sense. Then Sulsora, how about you?
Flora will be doing probably some of the same, where she cleans up, dons her armor, heads downstairs. She probably doesn't eat anything, or if she does, she eats something small.
You will notice something strange. This is particularly for you. As you go into the prospects of cleaning up your body, you're in the privacy of a room. There's not a window. The door is shut. You don't need a lot of time. It's about efficiency more than anything else. It's always mattered, not just here, but even with your family. Efficiency came first. You will see where your pendant normally hang. It looks as if there is a bruise that is coming across your skin in an area where it almost looks like something hyper-pressed the pendant of Palor into your skin, but it bruised all the way around it. Like it is the outline of Palor's symbol, pressed into your flesh.
Flora will kind of look at it for a minute and just kind of like trace the shape too and be like, huh. I wonder if that is something to do with the angel. Probably won't cause her like that much thought. She'll probably just like kind of think about it, but nothing really is gonna like. She'll be like, yeah, that seems about accurate. It's a sign. Maybe it's related to hearing the angel say that they'll take me as far as I'm meant to go.
Sure.
Won't really cause her that much like thought or stress or anything like that.
Okay. Then I'm assuming that you'll head downstairs, you'll collect food and what have you, and then so be it. Right?
I'll make sure that Carter doesn't like lost or something, or someone doesn't try and mug him or whatever have you. You can find Carter.
Oh, also, Rowan would probably approach, I guess, the husband, whatever, the guy who's the head of the tavern.
Sure.
And just be like, apparently we met the guard captain last night, and that writ we showed you may have some issues with it. It's very old. And I would just give him 8 silver pieces, like, for the kids' room and any trouble we caused coming in last night.
He kind of looks to the wife. All right, well, just don't need to say anything to the missus and it'll be all fine. She's the one that makes us think about things. It's her place, not mine.
Well, then I'll just keep it between us, and I slide him the money.
He hits you with a curt nod of acceptance, and he takes the money.
Then go back to the kids.
Aaron. Man, it's been a hard week. And your body shows it upon waking up. You can tell at some point your sister has come by again. Some of her things are still here. That washing bowl wasn't there when you laid down. The linen that's attached to the end of the bed, the footboard, it wasn't there when you lied down.
Yep. Well, Aaron will probably do his usual morning routine. To wash up for the first time in about a week. And you said she left linens on the end of the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Like normal, like everyday clothes?
Yeah, it's just going to be day-to-day stuff. So like linen tunic, linen pants.
Cool. Yeah, he'll don those and probably just not bother with the armor today, and probably just strap the sword around his waist and leave it at that. And probably just double check his bag. Make sure, hey, is he missing anything? Is there anything extra in there? Is that knife still there that he picked up?
You tell me.
Well, he would have had it on him, so probably yes.
Then yes, it's probably still there.
Gotcha. He'll tuck that deep back into the bag and then probably shove the bag underneath the bed or something.
As is every shameful teenager.
Yeah. And then we'll go walking towards where he remembers the tip tankard being.
Well, I mean, you said you wanted to go get them first and then to meet at the tankard.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
We don't know where we're going.
He's like, fuck them degenerates.
Fuck
Doing
them.
my
We
own
know
shit.
where to take us, but we don't know where
Right.
we're supposed to be meeting with us.
I see. I guess I'll go get those losers and.
All right, I'll remember that. Sora remembers.
You don't remember shit. You're not here.
Cauldron Lake Farm remembers.
That's
Boulder Lake Farms remembers is crazy.
that's hilarious.
You did this, bub.
Yeah, whole walk is usual. Like, I guess his patrol path over to the west gate, and then stop by the inn.
You'll arrive in
On
timely
my-
fashion.
Well, I think Aaron would actually take the time to take a look around the city.
Sure. Glancing around the city, it will feel so very familiar, but so fresh. It's not like they had a Sherwin-Williams, right? There wasn't a paint store around to repaint this, but you'll see many of some of the notable locations re-brick and mortared. You'll see buildings that were ancient, and by ancient, more than a few hundred years old, that were rebuilt, reestablished, redefined. Things are sharper, cleaner even, in places that was sort of in disrepair before. This would take a significant amount of money being dropped in this place to reinvigorate this to a degree. To this degree specifically. So where everything sort of feels similar, it's like it's got a fresh coat of polish. Now that doesn't quite indicate the rapport of the people. The people are still downtrodden. Many of them walk around with sour looks on their faces. You do see the eaves and alleys crowded with vagrants. It wasn't this bad 21 years ago. What happened? Where did it go so wrong? It's beautiful, but it's like something is festering beneath the skin, beneath the finer veneer. Something happened. And you don't know if that's because of you. You don't know if that's because of Tercion or what happened. But you get the grander sense that things are beautiful, but not better. Is that satisfying, or do you need more?
No, I think I'll take that as is and make my way to the inn.
You know exactly where they're staying. You know it's early. You have seen no signs of anyone leaving, so far as you can tell. You step
Okay.
inside. You're met by the sounds of merriment. People love food. It's the tie that binds. It doesn't matter what level of disagreements you might have, the discrepancies at the table. Once food is there and you begin to shove it in your maw, people don't care as much. They might worry if someone gets more than another person. But it seems like everyone's getting their fill today. And to your surprise, you'll see 3 children sitting in the care of Rowan. They seem to be happily digesting significant and sizable portions of this thick bread. They're not washing it down with the same kind of drinks as the others. It's not a 5 o'clock somewhere for the kids. They just get a juice. And that's got to be enough. You're met with the glares of your allies. Not glowers, just the catching glance.
It's a relief that the kids are okay.
Apparently nobody says anything.
Oh yeah, they seem nice.
Aiden still got his head bent over his letter.
My sister has requested our presence over at the Tip Tankard. I invite all of you to join us as well.
Is it possible we take Dieter and Aiden to the Physiker first? Aiden wanted to get his leg looked at, and Dieter, well, you know what happened to Dieter.
Yeah, I would suggest that's a good idea. I'm sure she won't mind if you guys take a bit extra time. I'm pretty sure she would come find me if I was more than a few minutes late.
After her reaction last night, I have no doubt.
After we make sure Dieter's okay, should we bring him to go see the captain?
Well, let's get him medical attention first.
The captain seems a lot to work on in this city.
The woman across the bar, the one that was declared the the wife, the don't tell her sort. She looks over with the bonnet tightly over her head, sort of like cupping her thick head of hair. She looks over at you, sort of like a nose up type. You would think like kind of a Karen. But she says, the kids can stay just fine. We'll watch over them. And if the other boy, if he needs some help, I don't mind taking him. Breakfast is soon to be over.
Aiden, is that fine with you?
I don't have a problem with it. She hasn't shown herself to be untrustworthy, and I'm sure she has her own motivations.
And what motivations would that be?
Well, ma'am, some people just like kids. Maybe you want laughter around. If you are less altruistic, maybe you want people that will help you around. Or if you are the type that is penny pinching to the crown, and you know that you're going to be reimbursed for any care that they have, maybe you want to look at getting coin that way. I'm just saying you have your own motivations. I'm not saying whether they're good or bad.
She throws the rag on the counter. Perhaps I like the sort that mind their own business and try not to assume too much.
I'm sure you do, ma'am. My mother was the same way.
She didn't teach you well enough then?
No, evidently not. That's why she sent me away, to try and see if someone else could teach me a thing or two.
Daft.
Some people are very learned, but not very smart.
I think she sprained her elbow, wielding that cane against my backside one too many times, trying to knock some sense into my head.
You're lucky I wasn't around. I put a few strokes back in my day on the wrong people that needed it the right way.
You strike me as just that sort of woman, ma'am, and I admire you for it.
Rowan stares at the husband.
She points at you like finger down the nose. The wrong people. Go on.
All right. So it sounds like Aiden and her and the kids will probably be making their way to the temple, and the rest of us will be going in the Tip Tankard.
Accurate to me.
If Aiden even wants to go yet, I don't know. That's why I was asking if it's okay.
Well,
if he wanted,
his
if
leg
he was
is
gonna
still kind of messed up. So
Well, if he was going to go, I would take Dieter with him. Why am I going to rely on this lady to take Dieter if Aiden's going to go anyway? If he's not, if we're all going to go to meet your sister first, then I would let her take care of them.
Well, last I remember, Aiden was worried about poison or infection of such. Probably best we get that looked at as fast as possible.
Aiden?
I am grateful you are so concerned for my health there, Aaron. Yes, let us collect Dieter and head to the temple. I would suggest maybe Paylor or St. Cuthbert. I think those are the two closest to where we're at.
Baylor.
Yeah. When he says Paylor or Cuthbert, he
You
just looks at
expect
Carter
anything
and
else?
Selsora like,
Rowan, give me a perception.
sir.
Yeah, okay, killing it. Rowan, when he says Paylor or St. Cuthbert, at the mention of Paylor, a woman behind the bar, her eyes kind of go up, like the brows go up, and she goes, like there's a, it's not audible and loud enough for the others to kind of hear, but you're looking in that direction, and you see.
Rowan will, note that, but he's not going to say anything. It's
She just kind of keeps
a shared-
shaking her head. She stays busy, like
Yeah.
just talking amongst herselves. See, Paylor, just not knowing well enough. Offer to take care of the boy. It's fine. What can I do?
Okay, well, hearing that, Rowan would probably go over to her and like, I appreciate you looking after the little ones. The big one, he's in a very bad shape. So we're going to take care of him. But if you can
Is he dead?
watch after these little ones. He was almost dead, yes.
Check on him now. If he's still alive, I think he stays. If he's that injured, strong night's sleep, a few good meals. Don't think that my daft husband didn't show me the money you gave him. Who am I to be if I didn't, if I was to turn away younglings?
I never implied that you would do that for any other reason than to take care of little kids. And it's not that I don't trust you to take care of the big one. It's just he needs urgent medical attention.
Well, then go get them. Bring them here. Make that daft one bring one with him.
Do they do that? I don't know. I've never been to this town. I'm from a farm.
Of course they do. There's so many churches these days. You can't throw a stone without hitting one.
Okay. He'll give her a gold. I don't know how much they cost. So when they come, if you can pay them whatever they are.
I don't know. Should I? What if it's more than that?
I will give you whatever it is when I come back. Or do you want it ahead of time? I don't know how much these things cost.
How much would church services cost?
Depends on what you would need done.
He's in very bad shape. So
If you're looking for the kind of aid that, Aaron, that you got last night, that would be about 20 gold.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yes, this called in a favor.
Yeah.
Yep. 20 gold for just a cure wound?
No. So Rowan,
That was
it's
more
going to
than
be.
Cuba.
It's going
I
to be
can do 5 of
quite
those.
more than that.
Well, how much is quite more than that?
About 20 times as much.
Rowan will give her 20 gold.
He's that bad.
He fell down a 50-foot well.
Daft one, go. Get a surgeon. Well, go on. Stop eating. Stop writing. Go get a surgeon.
Thank you for your kindness.
And yeah, I guess. Well, do you go get a surgeon there, Aiden?
Well, sounds like
Well-
they're coming here, Aiden, so you might as well just wait.
Well, we need someone to go fetch him.
He's the daft. Oh,
Go
I thought
get
she meant
him.
her husband by saying the daft one.
No, the daft one is
Oh,
Aiden.
the daft one's Aiden.
They're both.
They're both the daft one.
Both of them, yeah.
For a second, Carter thought it was him.
You're not daft. You're just unresponsible, curious.
Well, I guess if nobody else is moving, at least
I don't know where to move to.
Well, the clergy aren't going anywhere. The church isn't gonna pack up and leave.
yeah.
But your sister might.
Yeah, so we need someone to bring the boy to the church because they're not gonna.
Well,
The man
I'll
finally
just say-
chimes in. I'll figure it out.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I don't have much time left. I'm heading to the tip tankard for my meeting. I urge all of you who are not attending to the children to join me.
She's
happy to
tending to
go.
the kids.
What was that, Carter?
What Carter goes, but she's tending to the kids. So do we all go?
You go.
Well, if we go,
That
you
was
go.
the idea.
Pulls on the rope that's Sora tied to him.
Did not do any such thing. Can't touch me to this story.
Come on, get.
Ivy, you're just going to have to get up and walk. Otherwise, no one's
I
going
was
to
going
follow
to
you.
say,
No,
Aiden's going to go. I'll meet you there. I know the way, unless the building is moved.
Aaron's still not moved, so Sora's going. Because Sora knows where it is.
No, Aaron would have started walking by now.
I'm following people.
Yep. I'll go with them.
And Aiden's actually going to head to the. I'm guessing a shrine to Palor is the closest to where we're currently at.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you can find a shrine to Palor.
And I'm going to walk in. I'm going to briefly explain to whatever acolyte meets me that approximately 4 or 5 days ago I had an encounter with something that seemed to corrupted. It bit my leg. I want to make sure that corruption is still not within me. Is there any way they can do that?
The person that you're talking to, the specter of sorts that seems to be affording this position of welcoming you, he seems rather excited about things. He sees you and is yes, and he's kind of captivated by your story. A creature looks around. What kind of creature?
The best way I can describe it is take a baboon, give it demonic taint, and possibly make it undead.
Oh, why'd you let it bite you?
It bit me in surprise while I was trying to get away from its 8 other brothers.
Why would you? You came here not to be judged. You came here to be healed. Let's see it.
Aiden will, wherever is appreciated, show him the bite wound on the leg.
Sure. You pull up your robes, showing the most sexy of wizard legs. He sees the bite mark on the calf, and he goes, "Whew, that's. You shouldn't let them bite you next time."
I'll be sure to tell him that. I endeavor not to let this happen ever again.
And you said there were 8 more.
At least, yes.
Did you report them to the guards?
I actually talked personally with Captain Tercion Skellering last night.
Very good. You did your due diligence as a citizen. You're a citizen, right?
I am a student at Blue Moon Academy.
Very well. Can I see your papers?
I can show them to you. They are currently, from what I understand, 21 years out of date.
Can't help you then. I can take a look at it, but I can't help you. There have been restrictions applied to us, courtesy of the guard captain. Some things have occurred, and some people are making proclamations of wild accounts, as you might understand. So we have to be very careful, especially since our lead clerics have not quite returned.
Aiden gets a small frown at that. It's like, did they go on a trip somewhere?
That's what we're hoping for.
Is this a scheduled pilgrimage? Is this,
You ask a lot of questions, especially for one not offering papers. Didn't know you were so devout.
I see. Seems to be the city's attitude has changed since the last time I was here. Question: is Kingfisher Hollow considered a part of the Cauldron purview?
Kingfisher's Hollow? No, not a part of the purview. It's probably a bit closer to its neighboring town of Red Gorge.
Got it. Quick question.
I'm sure there are plenty.
What sort of donation might cause you to ignore the year on said university paperwork?
I think you're trying to bribe me.
I am trying to offer donation to the Church of Palor in hopes that they will offer their services unto me.
You have no qualms with asking us to do things that goes against the law. Last I checked, offering us to do something like that, that's a bit of a bribe. How am I to know that you're not someone who's broke into town under a seed of darkness? That you're a criminal, a ne'er-do-well?
Well, the last time I was at a Church of Palor, they were able to shine the light of truth on things. Can you not do so?
I've not received that training yet. That's not at my level. Tell you what, I can watch that for about 5 silver. You want me to clean it up? Give it a good squeeze. I'll even smack it, for goodness. Makes you feel alive.
You know, they told me I should have gone and seen the Church of St. Cuthbert instead.
Always about the Church of St. Cuthbert. You think they're any better off?
Oh, probably not. Probably not. But if the common folk are saying something, should I not listen to them next time?
I don't know how to respond to that. Either you care about the wound or you care about public opinion.
The wound has been cleaned. The wound has been bandaged. I was worried more about corruption and taint within the blood.
Stiffen your upper lip.
Are you not a healer?
I'm many things. Many things. First and foremost, a famous bastard. Found my way into clerical studies. And now I'm someone who's tired of dealing with you. Perhaps you should really just bite down and deal with it. Anyone ever told that to you? Toughen up a bit. You're braving. What more could you ask for? There's a lot of people that's not braving.
You know, lately, within the past week, I have been told that by a city guard, a farmer, and an innkeeper's wife.
Well, I hear something about messages told over and over again. Perhaps it might just be you. Also, I don't know, wear armor. If you're worried about them biting you in the legs, get some levers or something.
Sure, I'll do that.
Good man. And he slaps the wound.
Aiden manages not to smack him back.
Perfect.
I'll be sure to tell everyone of your hospitality, and Aiden will walk out.
I hope you do. Don't come back soon. It'd be great. What do you do?
Aiden will make his way to the tip tanker, grumbling the whole way.
You realize, okay, all right, just got it. Okay, you're gonna make angry stomping. Not even Not even a limp. You're just going. These boots were made for walking.
Yes, and yes, they're.
Perfect. Love that. Okay. All right. Situation makes a turn. Our camera finds our allies, the four of you, walking in the direction of the tip tankard. Is there anything you wanted to say to the others about the tankard? Are there any declarations about this place, Ivy, that you think is worth noting?
Think they sell T-shirts? I don't know.
Yeah, they've got a whole line of graphic tees.
I get a complimentary fourth wall break in every section, folks.
I don't wear shirts.
First one's free. After that, it's a sub every time you break the fourth wall.
Jen, get funding.
Then it's a quiet walk.
Yeah, it's a quiet walk.
If nothing is said, you meander through the walking path of Cauldron, and the city is very much alive. You don't believe that it's horrible, right? Like, you're not under the assumption that this place is just some sort of festering wound, as much as some things just need correction. There certainly are more people. How many more, you're uncertain, but there are more. Maybe there's not enough for housing. Maybe housing has gone up in price. Perhaps there are refugees. It could be a lot of things, but you find your way to the tip tankard. This tavern still stands. 21 years. At the time, there was an older man and his oldest son and his wife. The oldest son was just a few years older than you. And this place looks fresh. The sign on the door is freshly painted. It shows what looks to be a tankard or a mug that's tipped sideways with an ale pouring out of it, and it has the logo across. It's been painted even in recent months.
Good to see that they're keeping up with the old place.
And then silence.
How many years has the
clocking everything because he's new to this town. Like, he doesn't know anything, so he's clocking like
Sure, that makes sense.
this, that, landmarks, people.
Would I know how many generations have owned the tip tankard in here?
The tankard was a fresh build. Like, it was built when you had first got into town, so this is probably a 30 to 35-year-old establishment.
Gotcha. It's nice. Oh, door won't open itself, and Aaron will walk inside.
Okay. You descend upon the tavern, the Tipped Tankard. It's a place of legend. Something
One
that
and
has
only.
existed in the history and annals of the first time we ran this game. And really, on the surface, there's not anything that sets it apart. It is a tavern. By and through design, there are multiple tables, many chairs sat around each. There is a fireplace that constantly has this large, take that back, it is a rather obese cat resting in front of it. When the door swings open, it looks up, head just all tucked and curled, and you see it try to lick itself, but it can't quite hit its arms. Like, you see your sister is sitting at a table. It's one of the long tables. She invites you in. Come on. You're immediately struck by the smells of food. If there's one thing that stands, is that this place always had strong drink and delicious food. And the smell is just incredible. It is incredible. You get the savory scent of eggs that have been cooked down, the smell of the saltiness of pork and fried onion. There is a vast amount of bread that has been placed in in any place that anyone wants to grab upon it. You see, most people here are feasting upon the local pottage. Your sister, however, has trencher bread. And it was popular only when you were in your latter teen years, so not that long ago for you. But for everyone else, it's been a while. Trencher bread is a thick type of sourdough. In this case, it has been soaked in meat fat, gravies, onions, and salt. It's very hearty. Stick to your ribs kind of meal. Eat too much of it, it'll destroy your stomach. But it never bothered the hungry.
Fill you for a shift, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. She says, "Come on, sit down. What does everybody want? They're right now in the midst of going from breakfast to lunch, and I know that they still got some eggs in the back and salted pork, but they also have beans and peas. With the most recent bring-in, there's also still smoked fish."
Oh, I don't eat. Do you want my food?
Nope. No. I have my trencher bread.
Okay.
Do they have more of that bread?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
I'll probably have bread and eggs then.
She steps up. What about you, ma'am? Looking down to you.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Brother.
Yep. Do they still make my usual?
I was 8, according to you. What is your usual?
Well, trencher bread, eggs, some sausage, and a large...
Have you not eaten in 21 years?
It's nice to see he frustrates not only us, but his family.
Well, I haven't eaten in about over a day, so... Might as well have.
Right. Yeah. Of course. James! Al! You see a man step up. He's got like your traditional like horseshoe style haircut where he's kind of balding on top. He's got like this small whip over the front. It's what you would expect like the cartoony soft serve style haircut, but it's right over the front. You can still see some of the wisps of the balding. It's just, ma'am, something that is the trencher bread not to serve? Is it not good? No, it's perfect. My, and she looks back, and she kind of like watches Aaron for a moment. There's that pause. My friends would like a meal on me. Well, of course, ma'am. What'll it be? I don't remember.
Some trencher bread and eggs for me.
Right, trencher bread, eggs, and you?
Trencher bread, eggs, sausage, anything with caffeine if you have it.
Caffeine. Don't know what that is. You want coffee?
Coffee, yes.
Coffee. Well, we can make a coffee, we can make a tea, and we can make it, an ale of sorts.
Coffee is
wine.
Might take you up on that later, but coffee about as black as it gets.
Don't know how to make it lighter. A few moments will pass, and he'll bring out the coffee, all the food, and have you ever been to a place where you look at the food and it doesn't look good, but the moment that you bite into it, it's heaven? It's just incredible. That's what this place is. That's what it is. It's like the hole in the wall that everyone that's local knows about. Everyone in the street knows about the food at the Tip Tankard. People come from streets over, of course, but most of the time they stick to the taverns, the inns, what little stalls that seem to have their own dried meats and what have you offering out there in market. But it doesn't look good, but it's delicious. Everything that's cooked has this unnatural smoky flavor to it, which might be too much considering the fire and flames that you found yourselves in, but you can't deny the flavor. Carter, even watching them eat the food just makes you more hungry. You feel your tongue watering. Not in nausea, but in almost like a craving of sorts.
Pull out my water skin and start drinking it, and then I'll create water in the water skin.
Got it. You just
Right at the table in
Yeah.
front of everybody.
yeah, it's bizarre.
It's very
I think even your sister Leona's like,
He's the strange one.
We think
Probably
he's
the
a cat.
strangest.
Hi.
right. Well, sleep well?
Yes, probably the best sleep I've had in quite a while.
She continues to eat while you're telling her.
Yeah, the old place looks the same. Must changed in a domicile. Can't say the same about the rest of Cauldron though. Bit of a facelift.
That's true. That's true. Things have changed, that's for sure. Last 21 years didn't stand still for us.
No, I guess it hasn't. Yeah. A lot of people out on the streets.
Yeah, people do that. Were you expecting them to all be inside?
The alleyways, Leona.
Oh. There's still people. They need a place to stay. I'd rather them in the walls than out.
True enough. Provided they're not causing any trouble.
People always cause trouble, Aaron. You know that. You're not even here and you cause trouble.
Yes, I guess I have. More than I can repay.
Well, luckily it's not about payment. Our pay is secure and taken care of. I'm sure you noticed some of the buildings. Better condition. Things
Yes.
improved. There's probably 16, 17 years ago? Maybe 15 years ago. We had a slew of nobles that found their way in and occupied some of the upper annexes. They hit Cauldron after a string of disasters and instability. We had a few. I'm sure you remember some of our halls were... They were in need of some touch-ups, some love.
That's for sure.
The new stone doesn't quite match the old, but the craftsmanship is excellent. Can't deny that. At times I think it's a little too deliberate.
Nobles, where did they come from? Sasserine?
All over. They come from all over. A few from Sasserine, right? A few from over in Eben, across the ocean. Scattered. I don't know why they decided to come here. But they found their way here. And they think themselves rightly important. They like to be known. We have now she pulls her hands up, the Vanderboren Annex and the Aslaxen Wing, and it's just so people remember who paid.
Nobles will be nobles.
Can say that again. And I'm sure you noticed that the guards, there's not as many of them.
Yeah, seeing as you're in charge of training, it's, imagine, a bit short-handed.
That's my job. As the right hand, I'm supposed to train them. Which you would have been doing if you were here. But you decided to go off on a bit of a gallivanting, a vacation of sorts.
He was working the whole time.
Yes, they all made sure of that.
Well, I wish I could have worked the entire time and kept my childlike youth about me.
I hear he lost a thumb.
He got off easy. I may
don't
have-
know. The dimension shift was kind of bad.
Dimension shift.
Yeah, we went to another dimension.
Where did you go?
I don't know.
Carter, probably best to talk about that not in the public.
Why?
People tend to take fantastical but fearful things with a bit of panic.
That's true. She continues
What's
stuffing trencher bread into her mouth.
What's scary about it?
Well, magic at large is kind of scary when you think about it. Not everyone can do it. Could you imagine if everyone could? It would be absolute chaos. Besides, the people that can do it, all it takes is one accident or raw misuse of power, and you've leveled a building or killed many people.
Imagine if you told somebody you went to a farm and you came back 21 years later.
Imagine.
Very scary.
So dimension shifting is not normal?
Not that I'm aware of.
Very not normal.
You don't have an innate understanding of planar magics?
Do you?
I think?
Well,
You don't remember your name, but you understand planar magics. Got
I
it.
notice things.
Yes, you do. That I know for sure.
Oh,
well, as you're aware, I mean, as things got rebuilt, the most prominent rebuild was the ground-to-ceiling rebuild of the town hall. That thing was a mess even when we were here. But we had a very particular noble move into Cauldron and paid for the entire experience himself. Didn't even wish for it to be renamed after him, which I find it interesting. He's not like the other nobles.
what is his name?
Velantru, I believe? I think it was Velantru.
Not Well, can't say I've heard of him.
I came 15 years ago? 13 years ago? But with some of these things changing and the general use, the mayor was forced to make some changes. Unfortunately, and you'll probably see this happening to our people, there was a tax spike. You remember that taxes were 1 silver piece a year.
Yes.
It's now 1 gold a year. Substantial. A lot of people can't afford that. That's not just a little more, that's a statement, Aaron. Basically ruined the laborers and dockhands and miners and, well, smallholders. And you know how mayors are with their prettied words. We're rebuilding, and public safety, and plague response, and new clergy infrastructure.
Yes, and yet I bet they cut the budget for the guard.
No, the guard's budget has never been better.
Well, that's quite surprising.
And the reason that the guard is so short is because there was something happened. At some point in the wing of my trainings, there was a guard that I was being trained with. She killed 8 other guards. Nobody knows why. There was no manifesto, no confession. It was just blood and panic and unanswered questions. And that single event, with our inability to explain it, it poisoned public trust and internal morale. A lot of veterans retired. Recruitment tightened. There were harder tests. There were more difficult interviews. You could only be a guard if you were from the city. It was no longer anyone coming out. We had to make new oaths. And the pipeline never recovered. The guard became more professional, but also more brittle and understaffed. There are fewer patrols, slower response time, more locked gates, more suspicion of outsiders, and you'll notice that there was quite a bit of the show me your papers moments. At least you should still, if they're adhering to what is to be declared. And it's about this time that we see the arrival of Aiden.
Well, kind of mumbling that, God damn. Well, when did the church get so frickin' uptight about? And he just pauses, takes a breath. Now that he's here, looks over and then walks over to the rest of the group.
I saw him last night. Is he with you?
He is.
Oh, that's right. The chatty one. Right, are you hungry?
I could eat. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I'm not going to make it for you. Talk to Jane Zarell and get fed.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And Aiden will just walk over to I'm assuming a counter or bar on the side and ask whatever is most convenient and hot. He is not very picky this morning.
You're
Aaron will.
with like 30 seconds of delay before a large bowl is put in front of you that's just heaping with this densely soaked and saturated bread that smells of like beef mince gravy and onion. It does not look appetizing.
Tastes better than it looks.
Aiden will take a big inhale and hey, this smells similar to what Yovan used to eat all the time, and he'll put a skewer into it and pop some into his mouth.
And it's delicious. It's absolutely incredible from top to bottom. The further you get down, the more it feels like each bite has become more and more greeting and welcoming at the same time. Well, as I was saying,
Aaron will.
some other things have happened. I'm sure you'll notice, over beyond Lava Avenue, there is a new, how would we even say? It's not a monument, a memorial. There's a memorial. Forgive me, I'm going to forget some things, but there was something happened not even that long ago, probably 7 years ago. There was a plague that struck Cauldron. It was Phil fever. Phil fever. It hit us hard, Aaron. And for those of you that don't know, we're supposed to be able to recover from Phil fever, but several hundred people died from it. It took many new clerics to come into our town, which is, frankly, why we have that many more churches than normal. It's not like the other churches diminished, they were just severely understaffed. Cord and St. Cuthbert and Weejoss, they seem to be doing fine, for all we can tell, but, well, Paylor moved in with the swiftness, and well, there was also Rao and Elona. It was needed. They had to be brought in. Frankly, it saved Cauldron. But each of their names, each of those that were lost in the plague, their names were memorialized. It was a pretty big event. No, then the church. That's unfortunate. The 3 highest ranking clerics vanished, and we don't know why, along with many of their belongings. There were no bodies, no notes. There was no scandal, but the absence did damage. People started saying things like the sun abandoned us, and they stole from their own vault and ran, and something called them away. Some people are even saying that something beneath Cauldron took them and never came back. Needless to say, the Palor few are faithful, desperate, defensive, and, well, most of them are furious.
This happened to the head of the Palor church?
There were two churches. Two were being led by one church was being led by two, and another by one that they'd come in with. And now the rest of their flock remain, but the highest ranking clerics are gone. We still don't know why.
Oh, that's terrible. I was supposed to go to the Church of Palor.
I just came from a shrine. I dealt with a very abrupt acolyte. I don't even remember his name. He pissed me off so much. He seemed to be more focused on rules and regulation rather than actually doing any sort of help.
See what I mean, Aaron? Everything is about paperwork now. You have to prove not only citizenship, but as much as you possibly can before you can even be considered aid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they said my papers were too old.
I mean, you must admit 21 years is a long time.
I mean, technically, none of the rest of you are even considered citizens of the city at this point.
I was never a citizen to begin with.
I think I was supposed to become a citizen.
Well, hopefully we can amend that, but imagine the paperwork's gotten even more of a nightmare than it was before.
You can say that again. And there is one more thing that I feel like has to be said. You remember Terse saying that Captain Skellering died.
I do.
Shortly after he passed away, Tercion's mother also passed away. And it was not intentional. She was just broken, beside herself. But it's also worth noting, Aaron, that Mom and Dad are gone too. They're not missing, Aaron. It was reported that they were killed. Everything was dispersed. What remained of the property, the heirlooms, the debt, the favors, it all moved hands. You never told me that Dad was caught in political maneuvers. Not like that. No one ever told me why we moved away. And then after you were gone, everything just started going so wrong, so fast. You have to understand that I lost everyone in a matter of years. The man who took us in, the woman who fed and bathed me, our parents, and my brother. You don't know the looks that I got. You don't know. You don't know how I had to fight. If Terse had not been there, I would have... And she pauses for a minute. I don't know if I'd be here.
I wish I had more to say, Leona. But this whole event is... Forgive me, I haven't had the time to process it.
Well, you can process it for as long as you need. Some things still stay. They still sting even to this day. Some things you can't escape from.
I've learned a lot in the years I've been gone.
Can I get a perception from everyone?
I don't know why I rolled twice.
Did you reroll?
No, I didn't. I clicked it once.
Okay, so you got a 26. You are the only one that notices this, and this is something of city life. Something that you might know just from being on the surface and being inside of Cauldron for a few years. Even if you were hiding in sort of like alleys and doing odd jobs, you would still come to notice a lot of the sort of standards and conditions that people live under. And you will notice that she has a very thin piece of blood red twine tied over her ring and middle finger. Not like up here at the front, but at the base. It sort of like weaves like an infinity symbol between the fingers, and they're tied off. And you know that is a notion to indicate that she has been proposed to and has accepted.
Damn. I don't know if Sosor would say anything yet. Sosor will kind of do like a double take though, like when she notices, like she'll like notice and then like just be looking around and then kind of draw her head back again in the direction.
I don't think Carter would know that. Aaron would know it if he would have noticed it. I think Rowan, it's a 50-50. Aiden would have known it if he would have seen it.
Is that a common practice, or that's just something in the city?
That's something to some of this region, the region specifically.
Okay. Yeah. Then if I saw it, I probably would know, but I didn't see it.
I don't think Sosor will say anything now.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like a wrong place, wrong time, but she's going to kind of mentally note that.
Okay. You keep that. She says, is there anything else that you feel like you need an update on? I feel like I'm the bearer of bad news.
Well, how about your life? Outside of work, obviously. There's a lot to catch up on that side, but other than, I know training is brutal, especially becoming the right hand of the captain.
Yes. I am married to the job. I'm constantly working. I train so many people. If you wish to continue being a guard, I'll probably have to continue training you. We have updated oaths now and things that we have to honor and make promise if lead to. But my work. I live for my work, and sometimes I feel like I work to live. I have given up the notion of being a traditional bearer of child.
Can I? Never mind. I'm sorry. I was toying with the idea of judge intentions, but I don't know if Sosor would actually consider judge intentions here because she seems genuinely like. But which with what Sosor knows, it's kind of like.
Give me a sense motive.
That's what I wanted to do.
Give me a sense motive.
Oh god, what the heck is it?
if you have reason to, then it makes sense. Yeah, so
I think she probably would.
you don't feel like she's being completely honest.
Yeah, okay. So Sora's gonna kind of like double note that because probably because of the fact that if this was a meeting at the Tip Tankard with Leona and Aaron, this probably would be a different conversation. But with Weirdo One number 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm thinking this is completely as much as Leona wants to reveal to the people she has no idea about.
Yeah, you glance around at your allies, and Aiden's pissed and talking about his leg, and Rowan is borderline constantly looking indifferent and brooding, and then you look at the guy sucking down water and then filling it repeatedly. Like, it's strange. It's a very strange situation. And you, like, you're sitting there eating, like, trying to piece on a little bit of food, and you pick up the coif, shove food in, and lower the coif very quickly. Like, it looks strange, right?
Oh yeah. So Sora is being really intentional too, because obviously not a real welcome face in most circles.
Right.
And Rowan has one or two questions, but it's like after she's laying out this fucking thick heartbreak, how does he ask those questions? It's kind of like rude.
She looks to the rest of you. I suppose a welcome to Cauldron is due. So, well, welcome to Cauldron. State your intentions.
Guess our first intention should become citizens so we can actually do stuff in this city.
Very well. This can be arranged. We have paperwork that must be filled out.
What about children?
You have children?
Refugees. I don't have personal children, but we have children with us that came from the farm.
The farm?
They have no family. They're orphans, basically.
What farm?
The farm we went to for this task.
She looks to you, Aaron. What farm?
The coffee farm.
21 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all of this happened? Was at the old farm?
Technically underneath it.
Wow. Wow, they never were found. The family there was never found. There was just the husk of the burnt house.
Yep. I suppose...
Wait, you didn't burn down the house, did you?
We all
Aaron!
To be
It
fair,
wasn't me personally, but
that was the plant's
I
fault.
was a witness.
Don't worry. They'll blame it all on me, and I will happily take the blame.
Are you admitting to burning down the house? People starting to look over. Huh?
He's not admitting to anything.
No, that's not what happened. No, there was a corrupted plant with fiendish energy that slapped Carter.
This is
I
not
like to think that
place.
as he's saying this, he's still just filling the
Yeah, no, it's probably as delicious as the food is. It's probably best we get to somewhere private.
Of course. Where would you want to go?
Well,
I feel like I've just dropped a wagon on you already. I don't. Stop talking. The rest of you, tell me what you know about my brother. You've had to have been with him for a while now. Did he hold you back?
No. And if the city is all about paperwork, he is your man.
He likes writing tickets, but he also likes helping others.
He fell down a lot.
And he has a problem with falling down.
I always said that he had 2 left feet.
Carter looks down at his feet.
Well, now he only has 1 right thumb.
It'd be strange if he had 2 right thumbs.
He's a good kid.
would be pretty odd.
He is, though, isn't he? He's a kid. Look at you. You're just a kid. This is weird. Is this not strange?
It's very strange, Leona. Still 19.
This is very strange. So you like
it, and it's strange.
You like writing fines then? You are a fan of paperwork.
I'm a fan of doing what I took an oath for, and that's upholding the law, even the small ones.
Well, you might find yourself very busy and behind a desk with frequency. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Well, I imagine I'll need a re-education. I imagine laws have come and gone with 21 years that have passed.
I love that you said re-education. You know, you used to hold my nose. You used to just walk up and pinch my nose, and I would tell you not to, and you would. I'm gonna catch you in the yard, and I'm gonna pay you back 3 times fold. Re-education is coming, Aaron. I promise, and it will be by my hand.
Can we watch?
Of course you can.
Yes. Carter, we're watching.
Aaron will just take a bite of the bread.
We will watch. I will watch as best as I can, Ron.
You're curious. You might learn something.
I don't see well, though.
I shouldn't say this, but is there a way to make legalized wagering on said re-education?
That's a fine.
Speaking of which, Aiden, did you get... well, I think I heard you grumbling about having trouble with the church. I assume that means you didn't get assistance for the children either.
They would only talk to me if I had current citizenship papers, and since technically even if they accepted my student ID, I am not a citizen of Cauldron, but am rather a citizen of Kingfisher Hollow. He was very pedantic.
Well, the innkeeper's husband said he would also take care of it as we left, so...
Your sister looks over to you, Aaron. Does he always talk like that?
Yeah. And Aaron will kind of lean in, like, book smart, not street smart, that one.
Yeah, he sounds kind of twatty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has all that magic you were talking about earlier.
Magic! Ooh, magic! That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to the academy over here, actually.
To Blue Water?
Yep.
Very well. Right now?
I believe he's 21 years late arrived for his acceptance, so...
That tuition bill must be crazy.
Compounding interest. You'll be buried.
Well, at least as long as it updates my paperwork and I can get things done.
I'm
It
kidding.
might make you pay that back tuition first.
But yes, Tercion, I have a feeling that as this investigation continues, and that will help lead to getting, my paperwork updated, or at least citizenship or whatever.
Can I offer a piece of advice?
I will listen to it. I will hear it. I can't guarantee I'll take it.
Right. Well, that's for everyone to also answer to. Not unless you're the one speaking for everyone. Does he speak for everyone here?
No,
No, I can talk.
Not a chance.
definitely not.
You see what I have to deal with?
I do. Some of it might be justified. Tercion is a hard man. But he's fair. And if you can verify and prove that the children you're talking about are the inheritors of the farm and the lands there, then you will have done right by the region. And he'll honor that. He'll take care of you back. But while the investigation is occurring, he's like iron. Unmoving. As hard as I've had to work, he had to fight against a level of adversity. He never wanted this job. But I've never seen anyone that's more qualified for the position than him. if you continue to offer your support to Cauldron, or to the people of Cauldron, he will turn a blind eye until you give him a reason to focus his glare at you. You know what he's like, Aaron. He's a lot like his dad.
Yeah, passions in other places, but yes, very much like father was.
Oh, yeah, I just remembered it. By the way, the captain is going to want to talk to you, Aaron, about. So, you know those papers that I had?
Yeah, I told you not to use them until someone looked at them.
Yeah. Apparently, they're fake.
Surprise, surprise. The man
Yes,
who has no memory had fake papers.
a guard
Even
gave them to me. I thought the guards were supposed to be good.
I mean, they are, but absolute power corrupts and money weakens.
The question is, why give it to a man that just wandered through the gate?
She draws a long sip off of her drink.
Sounds to be like a perfect opportunity for distraction and chaos.
What makes you so special? What do you have that the others did not?
Me?
Don't do it.
Well, I'm.
Gonna do it.
People thought it was weird that they found me in a hole in the ground. They said the hole wasn't there earlier. I have another language that I can speak that people think is weird.
Well, like Elven.
What's Elven?
A bit stranger than Elven.
Like the language of elves.
I speak the same language as the angel we found.
Her eyes move rapidly to the rest of you.
He's not lying. Sounds like music or gongs or cymbals.
Bells.
Bells.
You want to hear it?
Not the
It's
alarm.
it's not gonna like make my ears burst, right? I'm not going to die.
No, no,
No.
no.
Say
Some
something
people.
in the calm other language, Carter.
You know what? So, Carter's been thinking about the fact that he saw the vision of himself with the harp. I think he's gonna try and like sing in Celestial.
I just like to think that in this moment you like cock your head up and you make the same noise of like Generation 3 Pokemon sprites. Do you do this like loudly so?
I don't think he's trying to project his voice, but he's definitely like, just
Quiet.
like, laying it out. Like if people like around hear it, then they hear it because they're there.
My man emits the Mothra wail.
Godzilla roar.
You let out the chiming noise of your voice that sort of like it sort of bends, like you're almost not happy with it. And you're trying to turn this from the sound of an instrument made of metal to the sound of something corded. And it's almost like you have to contort your vocals for this. It's confusing, and you can see how it confuses her as her head just continues to tilt in not only bemusement, but absolute confusion. What? Why is nobody else moved by this? That's not a normal noise.
We've heard it
This is
before.
the first time we've heard it.
He does weirder things.
It's like on the bottom of the list for the week.
It gets weirder.
Be at the exact bottom.
Gets weirder.
Yes, if he wakes you up in the morning, you'll hear giant gongs. So you don't want to hear that.
Wow.
I can also see fiendish energy. Apparently, it's weird to understand how the planes shift.
Oh. Oh, you're a cleric. You could have
No.
just said that you're a cleric.
Nope. Well, she's a cleric.
You don't look like a cleric.
I don't think I'm a cleric.
She's kept your brother alive as much as a cleric would.
Very well, I'm not here to judge too harshly. Been kind thus far. And you have kept him alive despite his willingness to leap into a pit, you said?
Multiple
He fell down a
times.
well.
Yes.
Pit,
Yes.
A well.
A well. You leapt into a well?
A valley, almost another pit, but it was too small.
Thankfully, he didn't jump off the cliff into the ocean.
Look, it's hard to climb in armor.
And he almost sacrificed himself to an angel. So
All right. It sounds like you found your way through a series of great adventures. It wasn't so exciting here, as you could tell. It was a lot of sadness and death and sadness and bad.
The baboons were bad.
Baboons were pretty horrible.
Noted.
Yes. And hopefully, yeah, well, fucking
Anyway.
baboons. And the damn church didn't even want to believe that they were real.
Oh, that reminds me. You were asking about weird things. My blood hurts the undead.
I told you it gets weirder.
Well,
we're still in bottom 5 weirdest thing.
No, keep going. This is fine. I'm learning so much. Aaron, he might be a weapon against some of... If any of the hordes come back.
Hordes of what?
You can take them for research later, but right now I'm sure with how cohesive the rest of the group is, Tercion didn't quite get a good story out of them.
Admittedly, it's been some time, but it was prospected prophetically that we should have already seen siege on Cauldron from the Demon Scar Wastes.
I think I remember that.
Well, you leapfrogged through time.
Yes.
It's suspected any year at this point. Demon Scar Wastes, it's not too... You don't know... You're not from the region, of course.
I don't like demons.
This place is historically very important.
To demons?
That and to other. Have you heard of Surabar Spellmason? You familiar with the name at all?
Looks to Eden. Sounds like a magic thing.
It's a big historical figure.
I
So
don't think
Sora
I
would know
it.
this, right?
You might know it. Give me a knowledge arcana or knowledge history. Important to both. It's a little less prominent for Solsora. It literally was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Rowan, you've heard of him. I mean, even from being inside of like sort of a closed like familial town, like the history of Surabar Spellmason dates back almost 700 years. This is somebody of such enormity in the world. Aiden, I think you would probably know a bit more about him from like reading, but like for Rowan, Surabar almost single-handedly fought back the waves of the Demon Scar himself. He was supposed to have been given a gift from God, from one of the gods, a legendary instrument that helped him fight back the waves. And as far as like spellcasters go, like there are none more prominent historically than Surabar Spellmason. He is the closest that you can get to a minor deity without having the blood of a god in your body. Carter, you could give me a knowledge history.
That's weird. Okay.
I am Sorobar
He doesn't
Spellmason.
remember anything.
Carter,
I am
like
the
anything
Lord.
else your character has isn't weird. The only weird thing.
I was Sorobar Spellmason the whole time.
There is something about that name that sounds familiar. You're certain you've said it before. You don't know why, but you're certain that you've said it before.
When he hears that name, you see like he just starts like rubbing his head like he suddenly has like a headache.
Do we need to put you back in the sun? Are you okay?
I've said that name.
Well, it's quite a well-known name.
Even I heard of him in my town.
I think
Carter trying to rack his brain for why he said this name.
Don't
Why
don't
was
hurt
I
yourself.
talking
But what did he
about it?
predict about this town, or whatever he did?
What was your question?
We got
Leona to
sidetracked
continue
about
her
him.
conversation.
Yeah, I was just trying to continue her train of thought. Like she was going to mention him in regards to the demon
Siege.
star or whatever, the siege.
Unfortunately, we don't have a legend of that enormity anymore to fight back the waves, but he gave us these walls. He found the center of Cauldron, and through his runic knowledge and whatever ran through him, with a tap of his instrument, he brought forth these malachite walls. They held siege against the demon scar for days. The walls never fell.
Let's hope that's true hundreds of years later.
So then what's next? What's next for you?
Oh, any of us?
I want to find those
Citizenship.
missing priests.
Oh, good luck. We researched for a long time. We had our own investigative teams that were out searching for them, and to nothing. No avail.
I've got family to notify that I am still alive. Not to mention, I was originally in this town also to search for my father, so, who knows, maybe he's still around.
I'm not acting as an officer now. You don't have to feel like you have to hide anything.
Oh, no, I mean, evidence points to being gone 21 years, and I'm sure that, my family is just as worried as you were about Aaron.
Of course.
But you know, my father was a star elf, and so he's probably still alive. Unless, of course, my uncle Shelley managed to get an omen or a prophecy saying that he finally passed.
I don't know what any of that means.
So, Leona, I'm curious, who taught you? It sounds like Tarsian Sr. was preoccupied, and Tarsian Jr. certainly wasn't much older than you at the time.
I learned a lot from the older guards. Most of them trained under him, but most of them were also lazy. You watch them long enough, and then you challenge them to a fight, you lose a few times, and you pick up tricks. I did this over and over again, until they couldn't beat me. Either they got old, or I got faster. Either they grew weaker, or I grew stronger. And it turns out I was at least somewhat right. Because even Tercian has a hard time with me in a fight these days, but he wins more often than not. I promise, Aaron, no one's worked as hard as him.
I don't doubt you when you say that. He was always a bit stubborn like his father.
The door opens to the tip tankard, and a child walks in. She's carrying some parchment pages that appear to be poorly scribbled upon. She's probably about 9, maybe 10 years old. Her hair is disheveled. The clothes are a little dirty. Looks like rough from play. When she talks, you notice that she's missing some of her teeth. Just baby teeth missing. But she's walking table to table, and she's holding up this scribbled document. And some of the people look up, and they shake their head no. Others look over, and they look at the child, and they wave her on. And then she makes her way over to the table. And I'm going to guess she's probably going to the person that's at the opposite end of the table. So she looks to you first, Aiden. Since you're the last person to arrive, you're sitting probably furthest away. And she goes, I'm looking for someone. Can you tell me if you've seen him? And it's a very, very poorly drawn picture of what looks to be a boy with big buck teeth. The eyes are different sizes. The chin has a very pointed turn. It has cartoonishly large ears.
I don't know if I've seen him from the picture, but maybe you can describe him a little bit more to me. What's his name? What's he look like? What was he wearing?
It's Rem. It's Rem. It's look. And she starts explaining. He's got big ears, and his teeth are bucked like a horse's. And he's loud and smelly, but he's my best friend, and he's gone missing. And you hear Leona from the other side of the table. Leisha, we're looking for Rem. We're looking for Rem. He's not here, hun. All right, Leo. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Go on. Go on home. The kid will walk out. Not downtrodden, but she's pretty quick about it. She looks left, like the direction that she's come from, and then she looks right, and she breaks way across the street into another building.
Have I somehow triggered a string of missing person cases?
Unless you did. Did you kidnap children?
Not to my knowledge. That happening a lot these days.
To my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Leona, I did not kidnap any children.
You said children, plural. So, has more than one gone missing recently?
Yeah. That was Leisha. She's one of the kids from Fleet Street Orphanage. A few kids went missing the other night. Never came back. They don't have a lot. And they're orphans, so people generally don't care too much. But they're gone.
Just like those priests.
This is different. The priests, their belongings were taken. We think that the priests left. If they left, they would have taken their things, their clothes, food. Only the children were missing. And the powers that be are trying to hand-wave this as much as possible. But I think it's more than that. But Terrace told me not to do anything.
While we're waiting for our paperwork to clear, since it seems we're going to have some, is there any objection to us looking into something of this nature?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, this is
Got
just
it.
like
Understood.
when we all came
This is-
together to go to the farm.
Deja vu, yes.
We
this
found all the
before.
kids last time.
I don't know what to say. Other than my schedule is wrapped tightly right now. The fact that I'm even getting time off is impressive. But Tercion agreed to afford me some time here. I'm just glad you showed up. Otherwise, I would have had to eat twice as much, and it would have ruined my stomach. Oh, yes, you're welcome. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. You took care of me quite well. God, some things never change, do they? Ungrateful.
He is a brother. There is an unwritten code. He can't say anything nice about his sister.
I don't. This is weird, Leona.
You're saying that to the person that's been missing you for 21
It's
years.
just in. Water's wet. Sky is blue.
Well, I need to see to the captain. As I promised I wouldn't be gone very long, but he agreed to work some of my shift for me.
Thank you for taking care of us.
Of course, you won't have to pay anything. It was on me.
Take it out of Aaron's salary. It's fine.
Don't think I'm getting paid a salary anymore.
But they owe you 21 years of back pay. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I think he's
21 years of
He's
back
dead.
pay is an asinine amount of money to ask for when you still owe us 21 years of work.
axe.
Well, sounds like I'll be working till I drop dead.
Which could still be another 60 years with your impertinence.
As long as he doesn't go near a well or a ravine, he's fine.
Perfect.
Keep him off the scaffolding, too.
Since
No
it looks like the rest of you are going to be tagging along with my idiot brother, please take care of him.
Rowan looks at
Well.
Sosora.
Well,
I was going to say Aiden looks at Sosora.
yes, I will. We will as a collective whole.
Thank you.
I know some healing spells in case he falls again.
Still filling the sand.
Well, this was a lovely breakfast.
I'd hope so. I think it's delicious. I try to eat here as often as I can. Seriously, clean yourself up. You did a poor job. I even laid out some clothes for you. You still look a mess. Brush your hair.
Well, it's hard to get everything with a bucket of water and a rag.
You can go down to Cauldron Lake. All right, well, I'm off then.
Here, let me walk you
To the door.
to the captain.
No, I'd rather you not.
Are you sure?
Certain of it.
Gotten tired of me already?
No, just that I'll be going to work immediately. And you clearly have some mess to clean up. And should be discussing what all of this might mean to your friends, your new friends. After all, you've been friends 21 years and 7 days at the same time.
That is true.
Keep these. You didn't have other friends when we were kids.
Well, I've just learned the job doesn't give you the time.
Old Tercion didn't give you the time. New Tercion. He'll give you the time, you just have to earn it. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. It was nice meeting you.
She waves everyone on. And she leaves. She leaves you there to the tip tankard, to the dregs of food that have been kind of left there. There's a few more bites of everything else that you have. And there is just the air of what you can tell is a fairly comfortable city, but at the same time, not everything is what it may seem. The surface may be clean, but tucked in the nooks and crannies, problems waiting to burst at the seams.
Aiden looks at the others and he said, "We're looking into the orphanage, aren't we?"
Yes.
You can look into the orphanage. I still have a whole lot of mess to clean up. But don't be afraid to shout.
On
In
a
the
complete,
meantime, we should all probably get washed out. I doubt you guys got more than a bucket and a rag as well.
That's what I'm used to. I don't think we can do anything without citizenship. If what happened to Aiden happens everywhere, we're not going to get very far with anything.
Well, technically, I haven't been notified of my dismissal, so...
So we can't do anything without you.
Just
You're
for a
stuck
short
with
while.
us.
You're all just standing at the lake's edge as he's washing his body.
Yeah, like,
Staring at
we
him
can't do anything without Aaron.
Is there not a
About his
bathhouse?
citizenship.
Like, there's a bathhouse, yes.
We're gonna ask for papers.
There might be. There might be. You might be able to find one. You'd have to kind of glance around. It's been a long time since you've been to this place. You could ask around, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd probably look around for someplace other than the lake, because as I know, the lake is cold and not very forgiving.
That's fine.
actually, before we leave the tankard, Aiden's going to, Carter, I'm curious. I know you say you don't eat. Have you ever tried to eat?
I haven't tried to eat since I woke up.
If you care, an experiment. Here, try this, and gives him a piece of trencher bread.
He's like making eyes with you, like, am I doing this right? As he like slowly brings it up to his mouth.
Think of it kind of like you drank water. Well, think of this as just water that you need to use your teeth to make more closer to water so you can swallow it.
That sounds stupid. And puts it in his mouth and starts chewing.
All psychos.
Well, see, in the process of doing this, you should be able to taste what it tastes like, and that is where the enjoyment comes from.
And I imagine it tastes good, to which he's like, huh?
I mean, it's good, yeah. Is this the first kind of food that you've consumed? To your knowledge, of course.
Yeah, for all I know, I ate before I was in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, no, it's delicious. But chewing is kind of foreign. It doesn't feel natural for you.
This is tasty, but my mouth feels weird.
Give him something to wash it down with besides water.
You're sitting next to him. Go for it.
I'm drinking water. I didn't ask for coffee or anything.
The only one that had coffee was Aaron.
Yeah.
Don't give him coffee. I've never met anything that smells so divine yet tastes so vile.
Maybe we should give in to him. We'll see how.
Ern
he acts when
hasn't
he's
left
hyped
yet,
up.
right?
I don't think so. I think he's just trying to like kindly piece together the table or
Sora
what
wants
have
to talk to Aaron before Aaron leaves. Goes to Aaron.
you. Sure, that's fine. Aaron, you're approached. So Sora kind of pulls you. I don't know if it's pulled. You tell me. Do you pull him to the side? Do you step outside with him?
A step outside, doing
Okay.
this experimentation. It's
Okay.
clearly Leona didn't say anything for a reason. Aaron, I don't know how to tell you this, but ask Leona about her fiance.
A fiance?
He's accepted a proposal, and got red string on her hand. I don't know to who, but she clearly didn't want to tell us. I wouldn't either in her situation. You deserve to know.
Well, I'm an idiot for not even noticing.
Christy, give me a perception.
Sure.
Where you're standing and you see Aaron's kind of like he's in thought, thinking about it. He's like, I'm an idiot for not even noticing. You're nodding, and you kind of look just beyond, and you can see her down the street. She is literally just at the end of the street, and someone steps up to her. It looks like a guard steps up to her and hands her like belongings. You can see that it's guard attire, right? So it's leathers. There's a tabard that has the marker of this, and he's like, God, I'm such an idiot. And the man removes his helmet, and it's Tercion Skellerang, and they meet in an embrace. It's a kind of embrace that's not like, hello, friend, right? Like it is a tight embrace.
Like this is happening behind Aaron.
Yeah, like you're talking to him right here, and you're like,
Okay, so literally though, we're just gonna like. She's not gonna quite say anything, but she's just gonna like gently turn Aaron around.
Aaron, she just slowly grabs your arm and spins you to look, and
Not saying anything either, because she doesn't know. Like she doesn't want to like draw any attention to it, but.
you can see at the end of the street, as she points it out, there is your sister, and you can see that she's met in like a very tight, like a hip tight embrace, and there's a kiss between each other, which is like, at the time, there's not a lot of PDA. It's not like an area of time where it was very common. But they have a moment, and it's not exactly private. Anyone watching could see it, but at the same time, it's there. It's obvious. It's Tercion Skellerang and your sister.
Congratulations, your sister and your best friend growing up are now engaged. Congrats to you, sir. Friend in quotes. I said you were a loner, so.
Leota, and I'll start like power walking.
God,
Rolling this.
Sora's out. She's gone. I don't want this to get connected to me. Just the messenger. Don't look at me.
Then, with the sounds of Aaron yelling that can be heard inside of the building, everyone watches as Aaron starts marching very abruptly forward after yelling out Leona. You can see everyone inside. That's all the players. Ansel, Sora. You see him marching off quickly in the direction of his sister. That's where we'll call tonight's session, right there.
Welcome.
We'll
Chat,
call it
I got you, chat.
right there. Right there. It's perfect. It's a perfect intercepting point. Love that. What a great spot. I was not anticipating that being
Don't
our
worry.
closeout, but that is A-okay.
Emotional damage times 3, chat. It's fine.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, my friend, trauma bonding is a thing.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. And though it might be weird on the surface, they're survivors together. They're not blood related, but they survive together.
In fact, how do you like that for this night's episode? The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Only if I understand whom's who and why is it all you at the same time.
Aaron can be the bad, though. Dude, it's fine.
It can be. Either way, guys, thank you for watching tonight. I do appreciate it. We will be back. Actually, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is a 12-hour stream. Not a stream, excuse me. 12-hour community day in the Discord. Make sure you guys have come to hang out. If you don't even want to play, you can just watch. You can shoot the breeze. That is A-okay. That would be fun and fine by me. If you're a patron of any kind, you can drop in and do some gaming with us. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I gotta have a squad because I'm also fasting and I need people to keep me occupied. So if I sit alone too long, I might go downstairs and eat my entire kitchen. So now it's up to you to save me. I have pushed the power upon you. It is your job to come and keep me company, or I may eat my own fist. Yeah, no pressure.
I won't be there.
Pat, that is,
I'll
that
be
is
here.
Jackson.
I'll be here all day tomorrow.
God.
Perfect. I'm gonna
Everybody,
suffer.
time to go.
I see we're gonna be in the middle of a game, and he's gonna be like, "You remember that time that my sister married my brother? Damn it, I hate that."
I mean,
Bub, cue up the banjos.
I know I'm getting the sniper allegations, but now Bulba can take some of the sniper allegations.
It's a half,
fine.
brother. It's not even related.
It's not even a half. It's like it's adoptive of sorts.
Adoptive.
Foster.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's gonna be it tonight, guys. Thanks for watching episode 7. We will be back. Not next week. Next week is.
I was gonna say what? This is
we
news.
get a next week game.
It's,
What?
It's not news. I've talked about this. I'm going in for a procedure.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you get poked in the face, we get poked in the ego.
Oh, well, let me do that right now. I'm not going to
Missed
be
it.
here
That's-
next week.
That's my bad, then. I missed it. My bad.
We will be back on the 29th, though, for episode 8.
Sounds great.
We didn't
Episode
have
8.
to wait 2 weeks to resolve this.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's going to give me
Sir,
so
you
much
deserve
time to
it.
plan and plot. I'll get to
You
You
Yeah,
deserve
you
this,
want it.
Aaron, for sure.
Either way, today was about resolution. We needed to see through some of the things and give you guys a bit of a time update, at least from the lens of Leona and the guard, because you guys don't have a lot of other contacts. And there's very, very obviously there's some interesting tension between the guard captain and Aaron. He's probably not going to come clean on things, especially given that it looks like you guys may have kidnapped Aaron and somehow
beating those
managed to
allegations.
defeat time. Don't know how.
Any of these allegations, by the
We
way. We
fought
just
that-
sound like we escaped from a madhouse, to be honest.
We fought time and won.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy because he's going to get back together with Leona and he's going to be like, I think they kidnapped Aaron. And she's going to be like, the one guy sang to me as if he was a harp. It's so scary. I don't even know what to do.